Say it again.
EpaHoaDaben. Now together, EpaHoaDaben.
Awesome.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Yankwa homa no so na menkodi nkomo bi mbra. Honorable Kennedy osanya ako ahoma no so na honorable de ade bia to ne Facebook page a atwetwe nkomo yi a mepese bibusa ne nsem ba ko mienu miensa bi a na mehwese menya clarity to issues na ode atudwa se enya de a ono o declare support ediama candidate bia wa MPP mu na no yate se Emrashebedwafo bi declare wo support for Dr. Brian Champon. The last time so yete a good number of them so declare support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Was it out of respect I have decided to stay neutral as we begin campaigns for our presidential primaries scheduled for 31st January 2016. I want to find out the reasons for sa stance here we're taking. Honorable Kennedy Osenya Kuyama Shibidwani Emma Achim Swedro constituency on the ticket of the NPP. Honorable Timenka, Happy FM Suni Memoha.
It is me, Bismark. Now, what to say?
And what India will be now, I will not Kayina.
I am my own shading. The toy and rat to a mining and the fee said, I dare not she, I know
Happy FM.
Bushiati to Bushia, my job, actually. Yaminka, Umina, no Monticho, no Monshom, Juma, we can Adene, and so idea who was here by Juman, the among my gun and idea. Woman, Quamo, necessary, your premier de moment, inti, I reward yes, is your man in a treasure, and so Yankupon and him dintia, or Mass Assem this year.
We am Rashebedwani, minim se Munia Bako Kaho, Honorable Mutala Muhammad, na one na sai Kwani Asabi Bre so Dr. Omanebu Amanyem Rashebedwani dear, Nanso per Nejuma's Defense Minister, Brano, Obama Rashebedwafie, ene mu bedin kita ho. Asamono what in saying na adansidie be na betime diafa wono mu a omo ho aka e wo saa akwanhyia mu.
Yo Bismark, we can enra we are in can be shame and nyonku bi send me a message bi on our former MP4 Akurofum.
Okay.
Say yes the SC won the constituency ni by the beginning the kura no na nkyere say e bia nipa bi kura dudu bi ahwe omo enkwasa ti na information ni ba bit by bit e ho anu aba be post bi ade atoso ye nche den hu ade ni nti me ye madwen se me call that platform so na ahwe no so na me nya information papa bia nti me call madam fu ba ko a me fa ne se abanya wo so yi odi mu akoten pa nti me call so na me se a atisi yesisi ni se is plane bi Air Force plane bi akohwe ba bi na eti sen wo hunim dia to no na ebe confirm ya kire me se eye no correct report o ma je no mo pe full details but so far ne de information a wanya na kese no correct na kese nipa ewo mu no ode omu edin to dwan in fact me yam hye me yie see my god na kese kwa akoya rehosem tie ho na kese other station sha ase se omode information no eba kakrakra de team akoma kese pa no ye ewura muntala menini nyina na ewura mrashi bedwam prekope oye me madam for papa ya na menini no ye wo fimi ya ye di wo mrashi bedwam humi a na me nso me sere no ye di sa afe no
fimi ya
eno de akire meka kire wo
aha ya kwa ho
aha ya kwa ho nti akire meka nti ya fimi ya ye di nti ye ka aso wo ka ho no na me pese me ye verification na me hu se cause edin no obenwa na obi se ye muntaka obi se muntala
ampa
ti akire na me se hu se ye muntala na kese akoya rehosem na kese a confirm se no correct. No be a on the comrade, she be drum da crope, on no at now only mono, mo sa gramudi, the bia usiana mudi musama grono, namusremu na precope. You say, Wakwakunya, a quenchia cassie say. That is a day a rehusam cassia naba. Obi to say Roman Boama. Those say, on ya will be a mepan so I'm a very close friend, but I no edding comoca crack or my shebigam. If it's so free, a poor man to move me raging, is he raging? And unti Yaya raging an idiot. Ye named you free MPP, you named you free NDC. You once a year politicians in Quadia. You who idea who come on. Timenya Quenyan in a dinkomo few times. Timetes here so no so Timono, not just acquire Rosem. Ushe kuku damwa ne Romeo Sapon, former Asante regional minister. Ushe deputy national security coordinator. Any year near Adamia Ujina, Brashebedjam Ujina, NDC for ticket so uwo eyo boase. Na omunina kekam. Ane asoja foa nan omunso kuku damfoa no mo de mpanifo enam sa kwanhia boni koto wo mo no. Me mani free ya me ba o man mu no me hu sa kwanhia we bi wo man mu say ye plane ye military plane bi akohwe wo ma nipa do say me nti bi pen me free me di mfie aduana nsia. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Nti ama ehu bi abehya makoma mu ne ti say me hu di ye me nye a ya reho sempa we hwe firi enu asem yi ba be si anopai matraya say na chichi mi ame wure ne Ghana fo nyina wure me use eye me social media na me de achichi nipa wure wo hwa nipa ye kwa ye be ne ye siresire ahu ye ne yetumi kasa bi ne ye konso da krope na chese we nyina ato atwa a chese ya ro sem a ye nuanom a mo ko yo mo kra o mabusua no patututu so mo kwa adwuma ba na obi ani na so obi ani da se bibi besi se ikura nka mu bi ani o mbekwa adwuma ana o mbekwa kwatena sa awie hyem no se o mbekwa kodi o man mo adwuma nanso ebia no mako gina no a ana se dibi ekuta o mo no o man ho adwuma na o mo ye na ede sa atorenchem kasie sei ababetu omo ma abeka o man ni nyina ne o mabusua nti dia adu die memma mabusua nyina yakọ Magana fo nyina yakọ memma eye NDC amanyokuo ne aban no nso nyina yakọ ebi say nye ne we de enye mabusua ne oman ne NDC fo nko ana ato oman ni nyina ebi say no mu di oman ho dwuma man ho adwuma na no mokọ akọye na sa akwansidie we kokoto ma kwansiade we koto o nti sam ne de mesrence nyankopon enso mumu na ommom baby kra kopem se ye nyina ye behia biom na megidi se nyankopon so ba siesie wo na ohwe wo mom baby pa atra sana me de betumi akani prepare
na oka oman adwuma ena no omokoye asemi to wo mo no. It brings me to adwuma potia na wo mokọ akoye no na omokọ launch an initiative a best sanitize small scale mining sector no na dealing with galamsey, and it brings into sharp focus sa ya de krankro ya da o man yusu a ase yentimi hunu baby a yemfamfa na we asma meka ne se enye galamsey yanka ewura no mu entuma mpam America so mo ko bo ase akolonche initiative bi a ye de koso galamsey ano sa kankai honorable o man ye ni abrese pesi tu ase.
Yo, Gunia Bismark. Aya Galamsey, one semia, the Bia Yakanya. A shall see a nebao.
No
I shall see a check.
No question.
The Ametri could I think Kruma Pens who could no more being Kakraba and yet get it. And Yaya Nafidi, Abediatifi. Na Ushe Emra. Aye nanado dankwa kufu ado ba no si wode aye na hini a wodi anase na konya kese otiso se Ghana man pani kura no de beto edwa se wantumi kura anye ho adwuma ye Ghana for ye amfenyen mumfenyen obo body answer obeko atia na da bia me kan me se sa galamsey no eye e cartel na cartel no ye ka se bibi ye cartel ya na kese esikafu akuku duafu akuku esikafu atese omo bibiri wo omo nsem a na fa ne se omo de esumasi dwumadie no mu di omo build a strong network omo ye hu man so opeso otu ase a ye na nipa ba ko ntumi ntu ase ban ba ko ntumi ntu ase na se yina ya ma ameka yina ya hu amom all the political parties in Ghana and Ghana for nyina mi antum se ba bia du die to be master adwumadi enkoso bi enti yina yanka ya humom na yentu omo a omo di se adwuma yentu omo so sa se yan take sa steps no bold steps no na ya me adwen anko benkro na yanko sa anka yi a me na me ka kire wo abanye wote so yi opa on tom fidi a ye de hwe ye de monitor de ye de ese so ye nyina on fa nipa on fa asrafo a dudu ese so on fa mo nko protect bibi ese on nko protect bia no nya de ato betwa if the nipa no ayo ma dwene se omu ba ye sa adwuma no na omu wo nso omu so machi a ebi aye mefa ne se amanyofo ebi mu nso aye one more mefa ne se adefo a omu wo musika gu omu ho a mefa ne se omu ye individual investors how omu do musika ehye sa ankofo yi so nti ebe ye dene o person who fighting now from only political angle Bismark we cannot succeed can't be succeed it is am ready me feel say baby aduro no aduro baby a ese se egu ne brem na ayo mampani a otesu yi onfa bibia anto nchen omma fere bia anhye ne so enka se ebia okan sei editi a akufu ado ni MPP aban so fa galamsey ne ho ene ne wabetena so na ade ne ikoso kese enti ebia aniwo nti ontumi mfrɛ opani no mfrɛ na nado danko akufu ado ne mpanifo se menuanom babia aduru die me kuma me ntumi nyɛ me ne maban ɛboro maban ho ɔde ne so nti me pɛsɛ unim die no a na nka wo de kyekyere no a wantumi ankyekere a ama wo de firi abɛn me pɛsɛ wo de bɛka me nso me die a me wɔ no ho yɛfrɛfrɛ prominent people a ɔmo saa nimdie no bi na yɛyɛ national dialogue with every political party in this country.
Honorable, we've been there before.
We've
been there before. National dialogue, yeah.
No. Say I'm for political parties here. Because say MPP na ye, no friend this na NDC ama. Say sabi no, yeah no. Enko tiaga o.
Bakwa ye no ke university a otekokɔ so na chair ye fra hemfo ye fra political parties ye fra civil society organizations sada no tumfo ka said na omutimu yi galamsey fo ni bi wo ho omu nyina anim wo mo ho na ye pese ejai a omom ye galamsey ne tedan ni mu omu njai na ene. We've been there before.
Yo ebi a Bismark sada no nkohia no maintain road map omu di free fie ho de ba abonten.
Okay,
what was the road map? And as you koshia keke ne ka ho asem ne ye ka kire om say munyai na galamsey ne ye nyai abese o man keke. There should have been a road map. Yeah, my want to say be enfie mu ne ye de betu ade ye ase nyina ne ye de be brase. Se me ka say galamsey ye betumi atu ase 100% ya na me yokofili. We cannot eradicate it 100%. But we can minimize it significantly. You better reduce galamsey no by between 60 to 70%. 30% you better handle. Uko Brazil, it happened but they have been able to tame it. Okay. South Africa, it was like that. They have been able to tame it and minimize it. And yes, as I remember, we've been controlled. But they have minimized the impact. Abandoned to me and regulating the year. This is our time, and they do as a yes, set a roadmap. And yeah, who prepare to say, Abia Chimpe, within next month, we need to end Galamsey. It is not possible. In said this is the roadmap. You make sure you best setting the goal. No, now you're checking. Be a busun when you be a few ways in your near to me. Are checking. You're making sure that within the next 3 to 5 years, we have achieved our goal. As you are rushing, yes, yo, there be because of political expediency. 2 months, oh, your formal, your friend is saying, big gas. You the soldier for now forest in the Akans, the Ghana soldier for them, do I? To mean Kodaya forest in the baby, 2 go, don't drink down forever. Omuko Bebefi. No more coffee, Omomoto, so may man. And
very well.
But yes, set the priorities. Yes, set the roadmap. If we say we can get to somewhere. There are blueprints that we can, there are nations that have gone through this that we can learn from them. I've named Brazil, I've named South Africa. How did they able to achieve it? Let us get the better or the good part of it and also implement same.
Very well.
You don't need to reinvent the wheel when other nations have done it successfully. Mesre. Yamfasa kwenye issue. Na omampeni bomfa eni wo bia na se bibia mfento nchen. No nka se me na me kan ye. Enye sa na se nka me ka kira banda da watwa mu. Nanso baby adu dia me nko me ntumi nyame ne maban aburu ye so nti na nado danko e wono wo party MPP for political party nyina mo na yensin konwa e kwa ba na e befa so nti sa wo ye party MPP ni na se after yesin konwa ye road map no wo ye party ba na o kwa akoya ne aka kira ban sa wo chi no afa ne fa sa akwa we so political party ni bia nkonko gina na chi na fa ne fa sa akwa we so it's a decision that the leading political parties has to take na enya dwuma yan ko shidi obi aban otisunsu eni papa tini nkonkotu agudie no na on fe ma ye chi na on kase me na me ye campaign me ne me nkrofo na toy nti za wo so wachi ye de beto aba na chi anu agya wo ye ne sa dia we can never end this menace, the fight against this menace in this country.
Very well. Honorable Mamin Komenim na what the assembly to Facebook.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Omani Brahma, and Omaka, Momo Sama, empty, and I'm self only Baku. Ufa echi obeduchi. Ufa ni obeduchi. Na ufa from so obeduchi. Ufa nyoma enokwa na obeba from tem. It's a mesia. Ochuda akwanya nkopɔ sɛ ɔmbo amu ba amaye. No mbo amu na galam sɛ dwuma we. Ɔma president no. Nessa any India or the analyzing the situation going forward. That's it.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
In many ways and forms, even contexts, however momentarily, however lengthy. Those experiences now crystallize into memories, those that you now hold and those that you can latch onto. But the conclusions always cuts both ways. Should we ask our colleagues who usually would have been with us at public events such as this? I believe they would have their stories too, personal, intimate or otherwise, of their encounters with us, those who mourn them today. Just that we cannot hear their voices. We cannot share their narrative now. But we recognize the quality of the material they brought to the national table, which is the agenda for development. They have played their roles, and admirably so. They have served their nation and humanity well. How about us? What we feel, and palpably so, is the bewilderment, the confusion, the anger, the sadness, the denial, the grief, maybe acceptance at some point. What we know now are emotions that are expressing themselves from many quarters, including grieving parents, family members, siblings, wives, children, colleagues, neighbors, friends, and many others. And many more others who never knew them, but who hurt anyway. We have a nation in mourning. What we anticipate is a demand for answers. Abiding questions may include, why is this happening? Why did this happen? Why now? Why then? What should we do? What should we learn?
EpaHoaDaben, 98.
What are the lessons? How should we learn the lessons? How should we apply them? This is definitely not a time for distasteful gloating over the misfortune, for postulation. This is not a time for apportioning blame. It is a time for sober reflection, of paying attention to detail and to facts. A time for ensuring that mishaps are avoided going forward. It is a time for considering if the unhelpful barriers we consciously continue to build and maintain, which persistently divide us as a people, is worth the effort. It is a time for wishing our colleagues who have perished in the line of duty peaceful rest. It is a time for praying for comfort for their families and for everyone. It is a time, too, for the rest of all of us to renew our pledge to work in ways that truly advance our country, as they have tried to do. Quote, Father, in thy gracious keeping, leave we now your servants sleeping. Thank you very much.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na no kre eye baako pe.
EpaHoaDaben di yɛ bɔne. EpaHoaDaben yɛsɔre yɛ a Ghanafoɔ ma nwɔtwe a yɛkɔ akɔdi dwumadie asom ɔman ɛkɔyɛ ɔmo ama. Ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm a Ghana yɛabakɔsɛm ebi nsii da. Na mmom yɛwɔ awerɛhyɛmu wɔ Nyankopɔn mu sɛ ɔno n'anim deɛ ɔpɛ ɛna ɔyɛ ɔno na ɔbɔ nkurɔfoɔ yi ɛberɛ a ɛsɛm ɔno ana ato nsa ɛde afrɛ wɔn megyina wei so na yɛde ama ɔmampanin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yɛakɔ nnipa nwɔtwe yɛ afiri mu yɛ ɔmo abusuafoɔ yɛakɔ ɔmo yere mu ɔmo ma mo nyinaa yɛakɔ sɛ ɛsiane sɛ yɛse baako so a na ne kɔn mu bu nti yɛanhwɛ sɛ ɔmampanin nko ara ne ne mamfoɔ nko ara Happy FM yɛn nso yɛaba yɛde yɛn hwiren aba abɛkyerɛ yɛde yɛn hwiren aba abɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛdɔ nnipa yi a Nyankopɔn ato nsa afrɛ ɔmo ɛwɔ asɛm kɛseɛ a ɛsii yi na ne nyinaa ne sɛ yɛma busuafoɔ nyinaa yɛakɔ yɛma Ghanafoɔ nyinaa yɛakɔ ne aka sɛ Nyame ɛmfa ɔmo kra ɛnsie yie daama yɛn nyinaa ɔba wɔ n'ahenni mu ne yɛn nyinaa ɛsɔre a yɛne ɔmo nyinaa asɔre.
EpaHoaDaben.
Secondary school, primary school now, you know, say me can NDC for one. We started free almost. We call allergy butala. Omuna come and the man say they be also sorry. Now we are party juma. We are juma de bois on mine. We are sa a regime ya name. The amount the year is a juma. It's Ghana and the Africa. A year NDC. And I can't. You won't buy some. Sabamaya na yetimi na na adwuma a odai no so yetimi ayi amagana especially it's a galamsey say uwa Ghana sisi ya na why wadin say wo de ni apesa wo ya no na wo hwe nipa tru ya enam galamsey so ya yakro ma ese wo sign
EpaHoaDaben.
Ene eye Ejuada, the 11th day in the month of August 2025. Memo hamo akwaba eba EpaHoaDaben jumedie eso. We're still mourning, yeah. Yeda so ewa rehomu. Na ye kaya wona. Ni ye kaya wo nyina. Ene wo ka say sebiemu enye wonomu a omabusuafo eho aka wasa helicopter crash mu nko. Ena ene wo musunu gujemu. Eka nipa bebre. Across families, across friends. But yesu a ye di areho ni nyina no. Na ye ho ye kasa nso ye. Within the Bismark Brown obetimi afrɛ me BB. Emo aha. Emo akwa baba EpaHoaDaben jumedie so. So ho ye de. Weekend de. Na ye asɛm ba akopɛ. Na ye nkomo ba akopɛ. Ene ye uhu enipa beye mienu miensa abochenku a. Okokoto eye nipa beye biensa enan enum etitable ho na nwumre weekend wo mututu bia. Kribabo ho kra. Amanfo asala ekope eye domido awe. Ebi kra na ye all night bi na course weekend. Baby enipa hia bia weekend nyina. Eye nkomo ba ko na na edi ho ankomo. Ene ka ho asem. Nanu wukwada bridge ye boy. Now, meaning how you are dealing with this. You want to share that with me? I'll be glad. We know I'm a who life differently. I don't know how you are dealing with this. Say, oh, Ben, one more, and I won't Ben one more. Nano na imami bi eka nkwada ye wu ya asemu kire me na onim bi esane asori a omokonti na ohun sa de na menwo a uhunu no foforo ohunu differently eben nso a e wo sede enya nsunsuanso wo so na mami kan kwada ye wu na anu yi ben wo mo ne nkwada ni bi wo mo talent Kwadani be the way are now on future are promising. I told the Biatina no busa and say, ah, Ninti we are been credit. Sanetie. Sanetie. It is the reality of life. Now, Emomono Kai senia atu ebimono. Also, we nipa te se wo mo a ebetimi ato. Wo bribi ya hwene ye ne ntem wata ase. Bribi si wani so a tutu ho na montem. Afa plan bi a che wakasa ho saa wonye ho hwe. Wo be waja ho. Ana wo wudi akọ. I think that should be the question. Who would the aquana? Abrabona woman who born is saying. And when we any bibia come from who now what then you become found. I dance the any by the about to no now what you're doing. Free. There has been a directive, and I'm in front of a directive. Maybe it's more of an edge. Sir, a software mobile bumpire mobile hunu niema. Sir, Yamibe be when in the moon say, oh, ye be back, you be beba, and answer when she be beba. Sir, say chireno, and for mine no one. Anasa efa oman impanimfo ho a yeka titiru ene anintini eno ne yeka ministers MPs deputy ministers government appointees, omo magigi din, omo sumo mine public service mu. Ese say yi kire ne fa wo mu hu bia bo modern ne fa call a particular office. Na ewe ebedi asemu hu nkomo na mabusa se wadwen kire wo hu ye de ade pa. Jumadene ahofama osompa de enemia ome ibitu pon na yema ibenya uso nana ome ibitu pona enti mene wo kasai opania Mampenia Pauno Sir Ono had the office of the presidential, in fact, only the presidential envoy for interfaith and ecumenical relations. Titles I can see Ghana. Yeah, creative bibi near the Office of the Presidential Envoy for Interfaith and Ecumenical Relations. What ya unye yichire bia ne fa amampanimfo ho efa eye the vice president ho ana efa ministers, deputy ministers, MPs ho unye yichire ne fa national security ho a yes, men kojina social media sonka. Menyina o pulpit ni mu na enye ho announcement. Fakọ office na me boarding CCR. Honorable Elvis Free Yankra and that sa eye office na no. Omo anso na no eye National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving or mo organize here. Na sa measure we no ye dey so den ano. Is it the case that now are buying edge prophecy D politicians na je prophecy D and I say no more person ye directed prophecies ni nyina de ma wo mo ana? Is it the case says asem way any videos e pie enkom sha hodo asofo ni bi share ya ansa na sade e besie eno ama ban panimfo atena se hu se there seem to be no bi wo prophecies ahodo ye ba ni mu enu nti no se ye channel prophecies ni nyina na ebe particular office na ne ehu wo mu ne agidie ni engine ya samu ne yi ne ebetimi aye hu bibi ana. Is that the indication we're getting with the directive abaye ana? Ya bon komo ana it is to control prophecies. Is this to control? Because send identity, you know. So far, the video did come back bonting kane. Then I saw them no jina and I know what cancer. Now, and no son, no preaching and then you children sana. I am a spirit and I know you. They say bottle it up and channel it to the office of the Presidential Envoy for Interfaith and Ecumenical Relations. Oh no, the Jumani say obey ntebnyina for ama aban ene osoma hodo. Ene asofo de wono mu a wo ye priest. Akomfo nyina ka ho bi. So your komfo so na nyame eyi ananananum yi bibi kire ofa Ghana ho a. What the Bekwa Kodan, Honorable Elvis Free Yankra. If you question the timing of this directive, I don't know where you stand. But we're a bit to be as a Sambibiana. Your software, can we really control our more prophecies? Damn pare we here, damn pare we here. Over the weekend, and so what we name say Arehumunia wa Yemunia wana in accordance with Islam, a sumono, and Sheshaye Womo Efa wana atohon. wu ewo Islam mu a eya ye nche so kra dodo na dan na se de we koye ye no nipa no kra ye hunu no ne hunu se we ana we se na o se ekohwem ena eho amane boba ya mampani timi ekoye se ene ukodi animu ne ahwene apɛ ekrabea e de amaye nuano muslimifo no mo ka eye sa helicopter crashing ho so weekend and I've played back to you somebody bia the vice president kan wo dwumedie na se at the heart of Sasem way galamsey asemi na mise fi se asem ne ba manfo bebra kyerɛ mo adwene afa galamsey asem no ho and I dare say mampani ewo bribi de ma wono mo mawu ya sɛnea na no meka ye no untu galamsey ase emfa nhye wo mudi animonya. You can even code name an operation na audio mudi atoso bra Facebook live na yeni Ghana nkomo no ye sa Office of the Presidential Envoy on Interfaith and Economical Relations in directive any asofo be kasa e be jom adwenkyere wo ho et saying okotete Bible time Old Testament no say edifo ni hunu bibi fa oman ne ho ana wo hene ho a empempi ni da so osoma me the message ni ko ana ono asimu the message no ekọ but the Israel mremu ne we and your social media mre so pasma ka kire nyame aka kire mframa and then you know some wa beka no social media na kire nipa dodo o manidi wachi nipa nso asumi o mo de na ye ne den na asema konso a efa oye na ye si ye hu Ghana ye emergency response and a search and rescue effort we be di hu nkomo ne abo hu nkomo isane se asemi si ye Civil Aviation Authority search and rescue manual edda ho a in terms of akwanhyia bia involving any aircraft bia no the response rate and answer the time of response in first respondents within an hour in any part of the country. How did we the emergency response institutions one minimum na same way see we na ahokeka ne tesema and the whole management of the accident scene any said ye manage ho no na one cassette to say what the fatu to ne kwasi buruni be ye ho wo musi ye di areho nanso areho die mu no so si esua de because ye te ho a ye esua bi ebi betimi asensi oye na fufuro betimi asi nyame empangu de nanso we don't control the events of life. Inti si a say ebie mu san ba besi a inti sei na ye de emergency response no be so ano ana na ye say ye de be koso we be din common any expert ni bi akasa na ya analyze se ne koye me no ka say president ehwe ni mu say black box analysis no e be hyase na eja ho report ne beba na yetinye nyina ye hunu ba bi asem no ko wie ye pa. But I'm sure you have heard amanphobia on social media ene omunkasaye even ewo mainstream media kra no so enipa bi kasaye akotwetwe enkobo ahodo e de aba a chese ebinumu ayese asemu aba no womo ebekwa akotete camera chi na womo akeka nsem e de agum ni nyina ne se omanfo yenhwe ne yehunu ne yema yen eni ne ehia yen isane se asemu aba no yen nyina yehunu ne ekọ so potin yɛhunu ne yɛkɔɔ so pɔtee ɔman no yɛte mu no akɔakɔɛ sɛ ɔman bi a da biara no yɛpɛ asɛm ne adi nkɔmmɔ yɛyɛ talkatives yɛyɛ ɔman bi a yɛpɛ kasa paa na kasa a yɛpɛ no ɛnyɛ kasa a ɛde mfasoɔ papa bi de brɛ man anaasɛ ɛde ɔman no kɔ n'anim asɛm si a na obiara ɛpɛ kwan a ɔbɛfa so na ɔbɛfa asɛm no ho na ɔde ayɛ popular anaasɛ ɔde ayɛ relevant timi paa this is who we are awampam gyenefoɔ asɛm aba no a asɛm no yɛnnim ne ti yɛnhunu ne nan yɛnnim ne yɛkɔɔ so a yɛnyinaa yɛtena sese yɛtwɛn ne ahwɛ na yɛasese na yɛatwɛn mpanimfoɔ a ɛkɔhwɛ nsɛm yi mu na yɛhunu ne yɛkɔɔɛ ɛnɛ wosɔ radio a weide nam ha wosɔ tv a weide nam ha presenters bi nso agyinagyina mu keka nsɛm gu mu de hyɛ nnomaa ne adeadeɛ na anomaa ne ɛkɔ so yɛkɔ hee deɛ nie saa ne yɛkɔ hee wokɔ social media tantantan na ano tiktok live stream bi a yɛsi mpp foɔ nkɔɔfoɔ bi wɔ sɛ mo aburokyire na ɛyɛ kɔtie nkɔmmɔ a na ɔmu di ne hɔ ɔbo bɛfono you ask yourself say are we sick in the head ɛdeɛ ne ha yɛn ɛdeɛ mpaa ne ha yɛn na tv presenter bɛtena tv so na gbegba kyɛ sɛ ɔcasting insinuations wɔpɛ so ɔcreate scenario bi na by force saa scenario na amanfoɔ etie ne ngye ntum sɛ ɔno ɔyɛ authority na nea ɔka sɛ esiyɛ n'ani na esiyɛ and because Ghana foɔ nso yɛ gullible ɔte tv so a wɔka nti deɛ ne yɛ nokorɛ ɔte radio so a wɔka nti deɛ yɛ nokorɛ nti na nea no ane sɛ yɛ nso agye di na yɛ pipe adeɛ no within our communities propagate ne yɛdi ho akyinye ne yɛ expande ne yɛ poison amanfoɔ adwene poison atmosphere no look media is very powerful. Media is very powerful. Now, it is rather unfortunate, say, Ghana ha media no, ye near hoarding bebree. Me kan hoarding me patch the financial resources. A lot of media houses, any the war without omobetimi, invest in the right places, train the right journalists, and invest in resources. What in American I say? Intino asamoba. Said ye betimi ehunu no ebeye no said ye beka no ne betimi aya ne eye no ohun saade no enso ye ka ho because ne papa mu a media houses should have aviation correspondents ohun saade no it needs the capacity. It makes information management a crucial thing, especially when BBC is here. Obia dani expert. Extra aviation mu omo a anka international relations in the news omo te ho brofo omo te international politics ase omo te geopolitics ase yani omo kasa radio show we interview them. And they all of a sudden they are aviation experts and they are being given the platform attacking the military and all of that. And I ask myself, say, oh, in times like this, say the ethics of your job no you be this because ubia ho pre no ubia pese and sesam framana airborne twam without riding on it. It was so be a pekwan obefa so asem na aba no o de betime popular kakro betime dey raising the ratings kakrameti ase. I understand the commercial bit, I understand the competition bit, but there is also a certain responsibility on us in the midst of say yeah press ye be first in the news ye be sound say ye ne ye information as ye no baby ya so ten obi anga na ni bia so ni hobi yenkon a ne ete eye secret yenkon a ne ete asomasem nti ebetena se ne ye ka ne han yani na ye kekamu ni ehu ye munamuna ye nim star bi saa na o za de no na antics pa theatricals telling you sensationalism a dosun dodo. And I will urge say you be hear ye. And you see say no traditional media is catching up with social media. Ade na asesa and a lot of traditional media content a wo mu use e wo mainstream wo mu programming mu no bebre na kwa free social media. Inti the dynamics is really not the same as ye nimu no. And when I was saying media gatekeepers, no, I was saying yeah alive to the realities, the new things in the my koso. Because the way our information is sway society, exercise society, a changing mindsets, you know, as media people, media practitioners, media owners. Say so when you may hear Beijing Samu. Uncle focus social media is never regulated. It is not true. Countries because the fact that social media wa be your account I would beat me any open say bibia be ye bia na ehwe oni eye ohwe han na yetete sa. We are poisoning the atmosphere. And anka babia won ideally anka was a social media one your propaganda no ne sane mana anka kan ne mangumu a nanka mainstream media enye the main checks and balances are obi beye se ot information bi e social media so a anka sane wo say yes me ti asem wo social media so a na me pese me hu say no kra na bibia apart from say maybe I may Google and for a lot of people omu ni ma kan ntimi ntworo no anka ohunu video bi obi ka asem bi obi timi ye editing na wakeka pictures ni videos asisi ani accident iba yi kofo akofefa helicopters bi abobogbobo form ni ade keka asisi ani na omo de narration atoto so na omo create the impression say anano asem esi na nenam musa ni ade. And people are vulnerable and they are feeding on these things. Omusunya no more share and they share to one more money on my yepe. And omusu sa so mu no more de kosa enye nyina na ya dwene mu odu ye mu no mu bi no mu ebi adwene mu oha saa na wi asenete ebi no mu adwene mu oha ene obetimi adupu no 100 times the same storyline obetimi da discard bia ye wonkofo bi saa nti anka ne papa mu a ohu e wosanka nkofo ye misinformed da onka se mekotie radio station ahwesa asem a mete ye ne ye no kra mekotie TV news ahwesa asem ne ye no kra mekotie TV morning show ana mekotie radio morning show ehɔ na mahunu no kra na ɛwɔ hɔ no enso enei no ye mainstream media ya nane the trumpets of misinformation because obia pese oye an expert in a field obia pese ye suro no I think so that's the word obia pese ye suro no kasa no hu ohu ene wo information o ena akwa we dey say you ena say you ntino hu theatricals. But when some of us started some monologue you oman we mu the style was different. I remember back in my days ETV Ghana I started monologue nipa ba ku ba begina camera nim no afa asem ato ho na why advocacy sort as here na wahama on an issue obey analysis na babia isin towo so bo obi achi a wabo obi achi so bo obi aba so abo ni ade yes hye sa ade na se na nya hunahuna ne obi peso ye champion of information ni no oman no hu do the critical things so oman na adwene ba so ene nimdia a obetimi dia bra omanfo no. And I am not too well but no idea where I me say some of us started this style but then I say adani poison radio so TV so kasa say oni presenter gina hona or can adwene so fire ya sha se ache. But what's the chile na wo hwa I'm happy say be popular and then almost every media house wants to create a certain content around advocacy journalism. Won say your advocacy or come on man for no or kasamo man for no, because people's voices matter and they ought to be heard. But when we have the opportunity and people can't really be heard the way also more asemoko through just stories a newspaper money TV news story I can't bomb package near that not effective. And sometimes since I'm sure for G2 who's some advocacy be a can be a say no abegina TV so no come wasem na we yin semu pie fa ho adwuma waya fa ho ne sane mani nyina eboama mpanimfo adwene koso. But that's ade no say ne ye de aye bibi fufuro adani bibi fufuro aye different style, it's a different agenda. Because playing about Beshifom, a helicopter about Beshifom. Menu me no ni any hobby. And they were beating crying at the TV show, at the radio show. Cassette said, I didn't never bo honomono, no wojina hono mubi. Obi na catcher o. Obi na catcher o. Information na ukra, information na wo. And some information na be ton samono. Say one managing year, a bit me say near my baby. The things we know and hear, I test what ain't to be my channel, so I come because I have information. Information if you on my no crepa, but when your badging manner yansenia, yan family trouble and tinny. Yet Tibu do home, or Benyansa for near a fan who ni motie. Because I send you a horn more. O pese wo ye popular o pese ya kasa wo de when ye din wo de wo enti na ne se wra asem no so a wo ka no se bia mu anya se bia wo kra evidence bia ta akire wo yi document bia bata ho wo de voice bi ba se o asem wa nipa ne ka ye ni ana biribi chese yanyi wo ndi because wo TV so na wo ka nti me na me ka nti jimidi amra kwa wo fa evidence bia mbata ho. And Ghana for Buntie, the fact is say Obia can somewhere, Obi react ye, and Obi ma bonting be deny ye, and I will be ma bonting and beka saying ye no cre. Doesn't mean say ye no cre. Sadi and a mummy when ye pa. Obi beti me a betina TV so radio so a casa. Obekan somewhere can call for hun some. The fact is, so woman walk home when someone ma bontini and be react ye, will be deny someone does not mean say as someone I walk can no crumb. Because or no one when you had the opportunity of a microphone and a camera. Nipa na walk can ask someone or nya that platform nibi. And the platform no or the chiwajene. Enti one ye careful now one safety through information free nipa ne ho ba the way I walk kan asem no oh eya ye tie nkomo ne ye tie nsem a eya mom ye fa nkwa adwinwini mu enya so wo kan ye enti na wo so afa 1 minute na wo so de nam nsem ni bi wo hot na se pa na wo sese atim se na kwa wo fi obu ye sen eya nsem ni bebre ho a mo fa nkwa adwinwini mu na mo hwe ade nsem ni bi mo ha. Some of these people can rant and make all the noise, but as someone walk cannot him say, what na critically pass a was a seer. But now I say, into a man for me, the mesramo. Eh? If we ask na yehu, they say we ask no ayehu, and information rules the world. Information, and no rule we ask. And one when year obi ebe manage information in a way odi be wi awadwene ube wi echi no sebe preduasa no why so ignorant minim professors are omuko social media, some of the things they share with me any videos be omo de be send o any sometimes some say anti prof when so gd and some of them are swept away. Enye videos na wo hwe no TikTok no so nyina any information a woman na ye no kre me wo guardian principle bi a me denam social media se me ti me hunu asem me hunu video a me nam social media nyina no me tiri mu no maka kire mu se information bi a wo ha bi a wrong ana se information bi a wo ha bi a no ya embellish ne ya kyekyere ho nipa ne pese me hwenti na wa hyeda ye ne saa eno ni me first perception of anything I consume on social media. Inti eno no eboa me ma me antennas ye adwuma. I ask the relevant questions. Inti wo so betimi adopt this strategy no. Fa hye otim say video bi a abehunu no TikTok no so bia no. Eye AI. O de kanesa eye AI. Artificial intelligence ne da generate. O de wadwene kosa ebema wadwene aba ensem bi so amu abusa ho nsem bi ansa na sa information na o hwe no wagye atomu se eye no kra yampa na o kokoye mamasum ye mede na ne kohu ntia sori a wo kan nti eye no kra dia bra sister eye maame no mu no mo ye the most vulnerable and TV obi a hwe TV amanfo TV ani omu phones nti ya maame no se obetimi akwa faako ene ese wo scroll ye ni na wo swipe saa na wo consume information ye papa ne enye papa ne poison na adwene ne ese na adwene ne esesa ne character ni nyina ne namu na wo consume saa won hwemu hunu se wei me ntontwene ha wei me fanto ha wei me he ne kakra biem eno ane se bibia na ni bebo so bia na wo consume. And I'll plead with media owners. Me nyaya na nka Ghana ha no kra no. And stations bebre can't we merge? So was idea because ebi no mo ahoden wo form. And ebi mo so play catch up. Ebi mo ani abre per numbers. Near the idea it is a do or die affair for ebi no mo. And capacity no so ni ho. And because wo mo person wo mo ya enti no was wo mo selling from anim. Na mumye nyina yam yani na ho yama yani na ho saboa wo enye ne uhunu no social media no so nyina da enye ne wote no TV no so da bia no anase ne wuti o radio no so no ena enokre the fact say enam radio so ana presenter bi na eka ana ayi bi na eka na nkyere say enokre si akire busansem me wonkofo bi a asem si a constant ene wada kro be fra busa o fa call na na me busa say yi yesi asem yesi wa ha na ya mpa ja mo na mo yensem kyerefo so ene of dem am check he say no kra no me fro back on frɛ ne back asem no nyini moma yen guard ye ho na yen hwɛ ekwa be fa so a misinformation and disinformation nam from amu no ye beti so and obia ye speculation asem we buy obia speculate and sabotage with the defense minister party and you be na ye and na we ye someone for and I ye say and I we ye say and everybody say and I mean nya ho abotre ye pasam dodo asem si ana se Ghana fo ye ni age because bibia ba ye bedi hu nkomo konkonsan ye de a national psyche a national problem nanti ye say yes the bia ye say akai ye say won kan me say da whether untai mo I tighten mu me hu experience and misinformation bit me pie na nkofo ko ho we dey chere we say so how do people think timit na TV so keka nkofo ti bom And that is the power of media, be it social or traditional. Obiti US, efa phone, edisi no so, no nam street so, say glass and kwa hwan. Nipa bagwa fa phone. Ena, ne nsɛm a wɔka, influence wo, wakɔ school adu akyire na, who consume such bad language, bad information. Now when you sometimes I am who. Is it the case? He say, and no na Ghana for your pa na say media na feeding about than an appetite. Because sometimes you wonder. Say, as someone you pay can cry, so fast swap and saying, a mood a gentleman pan a womb with a dear pan for swap and pan a womb. And people spend data near your no near your homesan your many a chico ye mu na a bibu fu or one ya the idea. Why? Why? And as a nation, we ought to wake up. We ought to wake up. And Ghana for I mean, some show and call for baby now, almost social media no so. Omo didi ntro edidi atem etrete nkofo omo nti krum ha o omo nti omanyimu o ebi kura create pseudo accounts ana omo de ye ne omo de yo enti moani na ho ne omo ba konso ne se ye nuanom presenters here na nam krum ha ya yenso ya ja kenten so a yetimi betena so ni ye horo nkrofo ni ye bra wo tie nsem na tie ne na adwene mu odu enye ne wo hu mframa keke enye ne okasa keke oye dede keke asem na wo ka no wo ankasa de kwa adwene mu esisi so eto asumu odwene hu kwa akire a asem wo ka no sebe nyansa wo mu enka so meti ni TV sunti o se am ani da ho na ne wode waso tie no eno ena edane o mindset, the things we hear, the things we see, and then they shape your opinions. Ni etete no eno na ma wusi aginaye ni uhunu no eno na wo keka si ani a wo take a decision. Eno ti na politicians omo fa media eni agro because what in da psychologically a be part of you. Na wunya obi a wo ne mugidie nso na oka kire wo so de ne afakra mumieni na ho na yen guard against misinformation and disinformation. EpaHoaDaben dwumadi ne basisia.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
From roots to remedies, from leaves to life, Ghana's traditional herbal healing power is rising strong and true. It's time for the maiden edition of the Ghana Herbal Conference, coming up from December 3rd to December 5th, 2025 at the Prempe Assembly Hall in Kumasi. Theme: Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Come and experience live herbal demonstrations, exhibitions, and engaging discussions with top practitioners, researchers, and regulators. This conference is proudly partnered by Ministry of Health, Traditional Medicine Practice Council, Food and Drugs Authority, Center for Plant Medicine Research, and Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. Visit www.ghanaherbalconference.com or call 020-2222-095 to register for free. To exhibit your product or services, call 020-2222-095 to book a stand. Follow us at Ghana Herbal Conference on all social platforms. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na no kre eye baako pɛ.
Honorable Two, the Acting Chief Justice, Your Lordship, Paul Bafo Bonny, and your entourage, the Chief of Staff, Ministers of State and senior government officials, the clerk and members of Parliament, the families of our fallen heroes, the Chief of Defense Staff and our security services, fellow mourners. Today is not a day for talking. I just want to say thank you for your sympathy. Indeed, the Quran teaches us that whoever attends the funeral of a fellow and stays till the final prayer receives blessings. And so the blessings of Allah is on all of you. I want to thank the two families for their patience. We recognize that in Islam, when a person has died, they are supposed to be interred as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the state in which the bodies were made it difficult for us to identify positively which was which. And that's why we had to go through the scientific process of identifying. Happily, that process was ended yesterday, and we received electronically the forensic results for our two brothers. And that's why we have come to bury ahead. As I speak, the forensic reports for the rest have also arrived. And so in consultation with their families, we would decide how their funeral should be held. But as we said, on the 15th of this month, we'll hold a state funeral for all of them. The families are able to hold separate events to commemorate their loved ones, and the government will be there to assist them. The two brothers, Muniru and Murtala, were both personally close to me. Murtala, I mentored from when he was a new MP at Nanton, and he had been a devout member of our team, one of our very bright intellectuals, very eloquent in Parliament, and he had been a part of our research agenda. Muniru was like a younger brother. He was a permanent fixture in my house and acted almost like my personal assistant. I sent him on errands. And so this is a very deep personal loss for me. But I know that they were both Muslims and very devout Muslims. And so I believe by Allah's grace that He will receive them in Jannatul Firdaus. I want to thank the Imams who said the prayers, because in Islam, once you are dead, the only thing that is useful to you is prayers. And so I want to thank all the Imams who came and said prayers for the repose of our brothers' souls and for their admittance into paradise. I want to thank the families too for accepting my decision that they be buried here in the military cemetery. Many of you would have probably had other intentions for their burial, but I do believe that this is a conducive resting place for the two brothers. And the families are free to visit their graves anytime that you want to do so. And so we'll thank all of you for coming. Like I said, today is not a day for talking. I find it very difficult to find words that I should speak. And so I just say thank you. May God grant them paradise, and may the memory of them guide us too. I believe that they would have wanted us to continue the hard work that we were doing with them. And so, in memory of them, we shall continue to work very hard to serve the people of Ghana, to ensure the success of our reset agenda, so that their names will be written in gold in paradise. I thank you all very much.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
Supporting the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Armed Forces have played significant supporting roles in the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey. We are not out of the woods yet as a nation, but there is hope because there is a political will at the very top. We have reviewed the fight against illegal mining and have worked with stakeholders to reform the fight. The National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, is a product of that review exercise. The recovery of several forest reserves early this year, which our forest guards could not venture, was led by the Ghana Armed Forces. Additionally, the Navy supported land forces in Operation Hall 2 to combat illegal mining along River Ankobra in the western and western north regions. The Navy's riverine operations along the Volta River, like Operation Oasis in Bui, also assisted in reducing the effects of illegal mining on the Black Volta. To strengthen security along Ghana's inland waters and riverine areas, government launched the Blue Water Guard training program in 2025, this year. The Blue Water Guard initiative aims to establish 24-hour monitoring of Ghana's water bodies. It is a strategic intervention to tackle illegal mining activities, protect the environment, and restore Ghana's polluted water resources. The first batch of 453 personnel were trained by the Ghana Navy at the forward operating base at Ezilimbu. A second batch, made up of 532 personnel, commenced training last month and are scheduled to graduate this week. The training of the guards reflect Ghana Navy's commitment to operationalizing government's initiative of ensuring that all mining activities in Ghana leave a positive green footprint and not pollute water bodies.
EpaHoaDaben.
Security of Ghana remains stable. We acknowledge that the situation in Boko and Alavanyo and their immediate surroundings remain quite volatile. The Ghana Armed Forces is actively monitoring developments and have put in place robust mechanisms to ensure any potential escalation is swiftly contained in the interest of a peaceful and long-lasting resolution of the conflicts through dialogue. In doing so, we shall always separate crime from traditional matters, enabling us to deal appropriately and legally with criminals who foment trouble in the name of chieftaincy conflicts. Relatedly, let me assure once again that government has decided to take necessary steps to reconstruct the statue of the Zugra traditional area in Boko while investigation into the continues.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
Den neko. Den neko.
EpaHoaDaben.
Den neko. Den neko.
What did he say? I never see a content time so near air trend day war intent time so social media in terms of politics, governance, and international relations. Now the man is here, Prince of Gold.
Man, BB.
Prince of Gold.
Man, BB.
Prince of Gold. Prince and Chibuesiako.
Man, BB.
Hey, what new?
Yeah.
Maybe a weekend, it is all now.
Hey, BB.
What
You call him.
Oh, me. Hey, Prince.
Yeah. Aha. Tuye yi kakra. Enibraba.
Oh, but so we can near find there.
You better day.
I
know you cry. O catch my baby.
Saka say name do bend.
That's what they say bia. You be for sa. Better day.
Uboku hu ana.
To me. They say bia na. Oh, afana sa.
Manage ni sa.
Kakra.
Na mo say bon for Sydney. Dey na trending.
Bibi. Nema trend pa okwa be fonten ta kese no so a omanfo dim komo
na ne no kran so nkwa na ye ne amanfo che o
sabe pepe ye nye busem ka na enye se ye ka nsem bia ka ka bia da bi
ne ye si
akire hunu se ye no kore no na ye ka ho asem na bibi wodi ka ya me ka se ye die ma me fa kunya so na ye mfa we enhyase
okay
na santeman mumpanifo ku nhyiamu
Friday na say statement
Babontin.
Say all paramounts within Ashanti Kingdom.
Yeah, the mandatory class aka. Enhye se ene oso mu kokotena ase. Na bibi ene Asantman mpanifo na mahemfo atankonya kokotena ase no. Opim so otumfo ose tutu otoso mienu Asantman hene. Ababio kotoko hene. Ede nsema todwa. Na some of the two dwa yawe frimu aye ka chetifo na se ne ye kasai otumfo de todwa se asante na asante hima na kunadu yadom otoso miensa abro fran ntuma ne tintim abro aka nchinagu enti ne nkra ho se dey official otumfo na kasa no mutu
na me de mpemu because again social media obi aya the statement in the bias said there was an emergency Asantman Council meeting.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and you be a similar by train. No, or hene or him a wood yet.
That be
a first with the
tuja. Nana him for you know.
Over Facebook, Asante Hima, and they were friend in Tomatin Tinimu, and in phone in a da. Facebook.
Papa. I do a watching pool. 98 years.
Wow.
So we come.
And where are some of her recent pictures? So?
Yeah, and recent pictures. Yes, I pick a recent one. 98.
None of us are.
Papa. Make sure the picture I'm saying.
I smile, no?
Missy Trade Ampon and Anma Bushmaya, dear.
Wow.
The friend said 98. None who face ya.
And FM 98.9.
No two for Nankasanu Muton. Or the two say I official. Our friend and humanity.
It's a new concern.
It's a new concern. It's about the trouble. Now, they now watch down.
Yeah.
And 24/7 Basnia Miaduma Yawada. And then no year official announcement. No. It's now watch down Yamiaduma Yawada. August Busu, we need a toss of back.
Okay.
21st August.
Okay.
Our Mansia and a bedi Nana. 1 week. No. Nti ready bibi nti obi be ka se be bosim kasem announcement no
sa ehunfoni
na o hwena bra
munya sound yanka be me de ba
sound
o you no so o gadget no so ana
yeah wahana
ne yibre na
sound room na yeah ahoma trofo ne kutai no anyway mu no emfa
na nti oba Facebook ene da hey ne Asantman Council meeting.
Asantman Council meeting, yeah.
Asantman Council meeting. 98.9. Meeting as you know, do na afre tuntum de da. Say as wo munim asem a
e baba de da.
Na say de koba ye no, nti ehun video no ene da. Facebook summary a ye ne bia ma wa hwe bie. Nti yenti ehun komo no so kakra. Ene say de koyo Asantman.
Obanwara Nasante Hima Ijasi Kudusi ni Konson Bema Kidase Hine Nagugu Hima Kidase Hima Kese Betu Denim Yom Se de Betu Hima Nise Nasante Hima Kotoko Hina Brewa Yawada no, na no do no dear. So no pano na be bia. We am ha. Sebi who dey here. Kan sebi. Duma no dear we no. Aso.
Happy FM.
So ko na no. So na no.
ATN.
Jom. Anam so the rest no. So na pe si anam se na no. Mo trust. Oba no ara. Na santin ma. The Jersey. Kudo si ni konson.
Inti said your call ye e wo menhia eni ohun.
Sa pepepe. Tu se die. Enya aka aka bio. Enya kokonsa bio se die otumfo nankasa. Esusupi. Se ne die nana fanantuma tintim.
Ba ko no ku ye enche bebre
sa. Se 8 years mu eni. So obedi ade no mfi nwotwe mu eni. Na ono so ede efremi. Ese ayarehwo asantuma se asantuma de bibia dane. So onu be see na nafia could be say wa ampem na name 2018 no no be see na name na 2017 no be see na name ene ono so ede
ono wan chakunya no so
8 years ho fa ma
ho fa ne de
ma hima ho fa
o ka so kan be kan ma de achi
so so na kan wo kra de enkwantu sabe pepe esi esi kutu se bam yeah santi de bibia kama pa
wow
baby
asemu
I guess ya mayi
baby
I guess we dear amayi kwa we no adoso pa baby yanko semu from yemfi aweho semu na yemfi ani nkire de mo ode bibi ye ka say Ghana police dom na sahene IGP Christian Tete Yohunu wabomodia police form mienu bi wabom abaso
oh sir
wabom abaso
oh nice
don say ye asem na ya ye beka we ya de so enye nso a ye beka
omo rejected bribe na
omo abomodia maka bi a che say omakwa kidnap fuel tankers drivers bi free sawam edo metima famua akidnap omo edo mafamua bedu ablekuma bokoboko enti police for no mercy barrier ho no e na gina aka no kiya ibi no mu say the driver na o chika no nanim ne oyi nsema no ana ototo papa so bibi ikoso o mu ya say ba ko diminka dwanom hwe ya o machi petrol tanker driver any the mate ati chiro mo de o ma hye car ne to
o mu hye
boot wo cha na chiwo mo chiro mo de o ma hye ho ti o mu hwe o mo so driver ni mu na say do aka de o ma dwane abomodin awurawura mu a kwachi mrante hu mani mu hoye fa mrante na nimbra
ti bra Facebook ne be he
mrante we yo
nti bo mu na handcuff go mu sem mu ye hwe kakra be hwe
98.9
1 2 3 4 5 6
yeah
ade na mu ma de
nche ne contentem mrante nketwa yo ena omu na edi se nipa bonesem sa no ti sa prosifo mienu a uhu omufo nyina prosifo mienu oba ni be men
omo na no mu gina
checkpoint omo na gina checkpoint omo ni community police form N9
ti MTT di baako ena omo kura from say ono do we nya MTT
dabi oba ni nya MTT
na ade asa
anajo 12 ase so makochi o ma chichire omo ache se be bom do omo kode
omo anu beti
omo anu beti ma che be bom do omo ko
na wo mo ya Ghana fo ana Ghana fo kwa
Tisenye police intelligent na police for me nim di omo wo ni suahunu omo wo police adwuma ni mu a kene e kese ka crop for ndie ya chichire omo bibi ya cho se ohwa adwumboni a bankrofu etirimu ya e wa se do be kono a se de be chichire akato ano bibi wo ye ohwo hwe enye yi na nke do ma free nsawam from nsawam nantimu a bedu abrekuma bokoboko bibi o ma nto ba wi bia enta ma we ma boss body no o manfo kasa wo Facebook so ma ya de no on be share barriers bebre
enso eja Roger
so atiase
na no ade wo so omo ye no kro
omo nye
checks also omo ye oh ye mo police for
na police from you no o ma ya de pa
police ni bi ono mo gina checkpoint no hia wa onu udi nkomo
yeah
enye se bi a o pesca free ho
dabi
obi wo a onu udi nkomo ni nyina no o size o profile o or analyze what answers no
yeah
or ha atade na wo hye no bi kwa na moja kra stain gu atade
oh atade yeah
enkomodie mu no behu no ebi a o ko hen o ka we awa sanse se wano so ko say smart policeman be say no o say akọ ne ndi nkomo ko achi
sa
enti in fact a police for ne bi boy adwuma ba
bi boy adwuma bi so
omusu gina checkpoint wona
senior
omoji enti omu pay attention to the
yeah
say na no me di me ba ye call baby ana de sign akwada ada o back seat ye do checkpoint police ni ampam busa say na akwada yi ye wode yin
wa hwe
akwada no wada wa ye de yin ohun manimu o nim say manimu o TV so radio so
no
oh Mr. Bibi oh boss yo any anyame mai o china pa na me call
say hwan ba say wakofa no we say de na asie
say de
ye ja o say fa no
me call but I have also had that experience me do checkpoint ho no and no ye me last born the birthday your koko shemu kakra ma de sign yeah ban I think say omo gina dance bar Kaneshi police for boy adwuma ma na ye me fese you do ho ba ko identify me but the other one ye na adwuma or engaging kola no how are you is this your daddy are you sure it's your daddy what is your daddy's name na ketwana bo o say you are sure that's your daddy's name what work does your daddy do
to fa
oh I was enjoying it even though na me ne ba ko no so di nkomo ye nim ye ho but I realized say o take interest in kola na work hard no especially at the time na me ni omo
nam no oh Kaneshi ho no
I omo yomo checkpoint no or dance bar wa
okay ebunu so gina overhead no o fi Kaneshi ba ano ho no omo so ayi me bi pen me nem kra bi ko Pristia ye bedu Kaneshi be 1 na me fa boat ye ba na ye duara no mu gina na dem kra ifrem kra be 14 15 16 me dem ko ma ho ne ye ba o do mo koy am so ye koye program of Pristia then I just so koye program yi me card when say police for need 2 car e di mini board of na chia dem ko be na me ye adwuma me office e ko confirm say ho ne free bar na
police ni o ye adwuma no na ni abere no
2 car di achira
enye roger for
dabi
na boys your boys dey nothing for the boys it's your police for we about
chief inspector patience kotoka and Lance Corporal Joseph Akondo
wow
omumienu na ne ye bo mama so na community police for 4 eka ho ebi nkomo na manfo bi san say si abo police for mienu na ba so community police for nso
san kom so picture mu bi
see for can one on Facebook
also more picture no be because a lot of them are working hard as well
yes
under strenuous conditions pa I say ebi ye adwuma ebi num so ya na training for Roger omo ye ni ye pa na ye be kana sha oka mu sisi
ya see the odi a change ya odi kan am tie there
but it would have been nice to feature them
na kom so
because so we ne sa ebe mo ma ya alert crowd more the next time adwuma be no you have no idea
you can make us BB sen ke be ya sa community police for 4 no ka police recruitment ka fa sam na ntia no na ensure mo maka ni nkran say ye nuanom be say
omo dwane free card mu no no
omo na chase e baaye as police for intelligent e di e kira do mako for maka no nsa mo e di aba the sa community police for 4 no
omo kidnap tanker driver ni
mate ti trom do ma she kia na chi just say some do mo kia o say kia blue ma men kan
kanto
dabem normal kia ya just say o ma ti trom do ma she chiri ohun e say nye police for no na sebe o mo ni o ma djuma no mo experience na intelligent ni ye djuma some do mo kwai den
kidnap de e bia ayi o oil marketing company I drive mo muska te do ko she baby ani afro ya mo afro boss ya chi mi o ya de mi akosha ha o
ya mi hu na o betua
hu hia boss so de ni
e ni o tiate
o ka se no afro wu so pe anyway
bibi
yo
ya transfer
e dey miem na trend
na bibi ade ba ko ese trend o Facebook wo pa eye na nsen ya kwanhie si ya adijise enwotwe eto ananom wonse do na bibulu say asofu ebira ababonten
yes
so omo nyankopɔ yi kire omo bibinu aso kire se nyankopɔ kasa omote ama ne yakase aban de krata ababonten se so ye sofo na Nyankopon yi bibi kirewo na pese won ka wadaroma asoye ne mpanifo atie no na obomoden dia about the telephone number na akara bebe se NSS da sofo na bebu
ene ya na do address o address na to ansa no asori so
yo die be sori a ya the address no ebe to jana sofo Nyankopon afro mu ni na mu hunu nsem no ehu bia matumi e de akọ na bibia tuma fine bibi ye wo helicopter nsem media ma me fa wen kan na se ye be sori a
wunya yi kire bia
eso nya yi kire bia wi de number no beto na wa be nya yi kire bia se ne oye Joseph so ye den yi o unya yi kire no a
na me se na me bo office ni din bra na me bre
se bibi e wadodo
ayi mumye hwa de no office of the president
presidential
office of the presidential envoy for interfaith and ecumenical relations
ecumenical so
yes
ecumenical
we na konfo nyina wo mu
obia
we yo konfo kra na unya yi kire also wo de
rev is a fiankra da no
no da no
to baby bia
prophecies bi obeti bi
obeti nsem papa
obeti prophecies na de we show so for me comply
say asofo nso ka bo mukuo anopen nso ba wonte say letter omo mahu abefonten ta kesen so ba ban fa letter mro dabi omno say ban fa kata bia no mte say ban de ba onso be hu kwam no manfo be kasa se Nyankopon so daye ana nyame ya no yi bibi kirewa sebe nso be hu kwan a obefa so obekane nkonkoye say bia o kan kasa saa wa befonten ta kesen na kofa o how bi
public statement
the public statement
enye letter
abano no dabi ise na nkomo mo nso nya bi hu say aban de letter abrom say enie ti bibia ni amomra ye ho tom so hwe animu sempen for betumi de krata officially
na omusi yi kire bia na more categories of prophecies bia
into o chese yi kire fa aban mpanifo ho say bia wa so da say bia minister bi benya sika bi na say bi bomodian ko kan ku de
minister bi benya award
sabe pepe e won so da say na ntwa metie yi wa so da say Boston ba ba ma miska no enka ho eno wetin na ma studio he ya
eno no di me
eno na ala so da say Boston so o de mo be call lunch a eno na enka ho da eno me mfa nko ya eno de for my ho o so da say bi o my no problem bi ba na say minister bi say de we see Boston myself. Okay, so boy.
Pass my catch nyame
fama. I do Boston myself.
Be careful what you wish for.
What you wish for. Myself.
Hey, o somewhere fair.
Say we be call line. Boston nyame sao.
Courtesy Boston.
A feeling man.
Director ba ko pe.
E bi si da.
Wa shoko.
Me who credit dream me. Oh, Boston nyame sao. Nyame sao. Bibi.
To na kwel prophecy.
To be a professor na bam.
We direct.
No man san come to fam way.
Oh. Can come shebe na pe.
Oh, we dey make up bridge.
Tie nyina pa bridge la ko.
Hey Bibi. We say we say cause we come bridge ma ba Ghana. Oh, Bibi.
Okay.
Yemie wo eye wiemsense nsem no ho.
Okay.
Bibi trend bi koswa say impenfo ahwani amfe na nsi fom a ebe ha adwen Bibi na no pe wo hodo ma na nya no ntie so kopie mu ewo nkokọ bi e from nkokọ ampekrom helicopter bi a number ne 9G-AFW
that's right
akolande ewo school park bi so a cheso manfo no dwe ho a emergency landing no manfo no say as August emergency landing ya doso do
over Facebook helicopter ni si hoyi
school park yo
Ghana nkoda
enkra wo school suade
kada kura e bleed be twamuti
ado ni asem
se no femfa ho the pilot ni
ana otimo otrotro no ni so otro de nti o landed ya
logbook
to otro so wasi
ugina kwan so abetworo be agina time
agina
ase no otwi DV car no
yeah na comfort say bibi ase emergency landing na say ya do so bibi bosumi ya do so
na say whether na ye wo mu no de me ewie mu nye saa
tell it no mo konso bibi
kwa de oso okọ nti no se ye kakra na obetimi akwa
no ato aso you know ye bo nsam chofo ni di nkomo se omo kokumase mu finkran kokumase na ho se de ewie mu aye no a oka so obekwa wontumi to se
VRA Volta River Authority for Aviation omo helicopter omo didi akwani aba and acquires emergency landing.
Yeah.
Is it not the same craft na? Edana.
Juma Congo
The
me
same
check
color,
number no the same color na when ye AFW.
Okay.
But no 3 we no different kakra. Me check na 2 no 3 na we different. What be na say the same plane na but numbers ni different by the same design, the same color na kwesi we Juma kono. But we need different. Ati bibi ye de besia number dey che be ma asofo no se mfa mo so yen so dia. And asofo nyakopon de mo be kasa no. Aban se mo mfra homai na mo mfa ntro manim 0543
0543
20
20
12 51 0543 20 12 51 na mo mfa mo adi no ento aban enim bibi ye de besia Boston nya minshira o
na asem we ya ho naka me ne Boston be 1 or 2 bi but menya nkomo bi sisi a ma me kodi sa nkomo ne mbra Apostle Cosby AJ founder and general overseer Emma Family House Chapel. Na while joining me wa homa no so directive ya back to all prophecy and me pese ye busa no ho nsem kakra na ye di ho nkomo and indeed prophecy in general na nkasa no ho ehihye ho mra ye bien especially when it has to do with mind. Apostle Cosby AJ what me kan Happy FM suni Memo ha.
Bibi, Yamishra, na onshra Wajumafo, and our tea for you now.
Maybe me did say a hoarding or papa. Every me frewa na about income share a yidie and said ye no and nemrimu. Me sure say ye nim say emra helicopter kwhwe from wie videos ahodoɔ na apie mu a asɔfo ahodoɔ saa na wɔn aka asɛm na to hɔ na mmom no na NC yenti na manfo adwene ma so na kakra na emi sɛ videos no dodoɔ aba bɛka ho a ene ama aban esi aginaye bi sɛ ene sɔfo uhunu adeɛ ɛfa ɔman no ho a fabre particular office
98.9.
First of all, Mami Busa, as an apostle of God and a prophet yourself, sa directive ni say a yidie bi efa o man penimfo ho ene o man no ho no mon channel no through a particular office no it will send for you as a suffer.
Yo, medical sound was bio. I think say a idea so for na begia to mo say the kind say you can see a Bible no dia and command biano during the Bible days nanke ahemfo ene asofo ene buo man no enya de foforo oba ye bibi memu ha ebre bi atwem nanka okọ yinkura se ne kakra ne ye other regions na ayo hen ene sabi ebia obosomfo ana okonfo pani a owo krom ho no ene buo man no nti se oheni tu ana mombia
Happy FM
consulto okonfo pani no oba ye nkran memu a ye hen kese o wa gama nche ye wo wulomo a omni omo etu agina enya de bone nti ye sha ase ache nti senka oman pani anaso oman no eka se ye makwan se sofo bi e wo bibi a eso de ba se bi nka ne kwan so ano no e ba Bible kwan nye bone na mu no de beba mu se ye ya sofo no se ne akoye no ne asem nti criteria ben ana den no nhye no mo hye se bi asofo se ana asofo we ena bio eba nkomsha ya de a nyame enam nipa so kasa either through dreams, through visions. Into kind Bible, Job chapter 33 now, verse 13, 14, 15. Or see nyame nipa kasa kreko ene ni pray no so.
Okay.
Then so nipa mu. Or see God speaks to men once and twice, but men do not perceive it. Or see through dreams and through visions. Nyame nipa kasa. Enti nyame na yesu ogusu kasa. Ogusu fa nipa mu kasa. Sebi eburenya asofo nko, otimi fa obi mu kasa. Nyame timi fa bibia mu kasa. bɛdu bere bi a ɔhyɛ da eyi nipa bi si hɔ sɛ ne kasamafo a otumi da nneɛma adi kyerɛ no. Nti ɛyɛ sɛ ɔman no de bibisa bi so, but the question is, when never judge prophecies, no? Because prophecies must be judged. Very important. The kind Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 29. Also, let 2 or 3 prophets speak, and let others judge. So now, no, sen comes and about you D for the best judge. So I don't know, say presidential, and as I kwanya ba no, omo ba be set prophetic committee bi. Sɛ bi sɛ akwadaa bi mpo anaa odiifoɔ foforɔ bi a ɔreba enya adiyie bi na sɛ ɛbɛtɔ wɔn anim a ɔmbɛhwɛ mu ahwɛ sɛ wei ɛyɛ anokora ɛfiri nyame anaasɛ mfiri nyame anaasɛ yɛbɛyɛ no open sɛ obiara de nkɔmhyɛ no ba sɛ ɔyɛ sɛ ɔpanin sɛ ɔyɛ sɛ ketewa de kɔ a aman mpanimfoɔ na ɛbɛhwɛ mu anaasɛ policefoɔ na ɛbɛhwɛ mu anaa hwan. So prophecies are judged by prophets.
How are prophecies judged?
It is judged based on the word. Ohwɛ sɛ ne nyame asɛm ɛno na ɔmode nyame asɛm no ɛna yɛsusu dua yɛde nyame asɛm na yɛsusu dua.
Enti ɔsɔfo we dey be obua ma mesua de me ne metiefo nyina. For instance, yɛmfa ne sɛ adeɛ we ahyɛ ase ɛyɛ adwuma ɛma prophets bi de wɔn vision akɔ na we say the prophecies ought to be judged, and ebegyina Bible no so ne yɛde ajudge. Te sɛ asɛm a n'ano ɛto yɛn a yɛn nyinaa yɛsu hui sɛdeɛ asɔfoɔ ni bi ehunu yɛ a wɔn kaeɛ no sɛ wo the Bible no judge such a prophecy in a typical situation no moyɛ ne sɛn.
Sɛdeɛ medase nkɔmhyɛ ɛdi.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is you cannot put God in an iron jacket. Say this is the only way nyame fa so kasa. So that's it.
Okay.
Prophecy is a revelation. Prophecy is judged by the word, the revelation. Okay, mehu say ebia edan edwire gu ama school nkola ewo school nkola na ewu edan edwire gu school nkola so.
Yemfa ne say
yemfa na sa edan edwire gu ama school nkola ewu. Mehu sa ade. How do I communicate it? And a question of how do we judge this, whether it is from God or not?
Yeah.
In the Bible, no can say, everyone is free. Yema nipa bako anamino. Sometimes the prophecy is confirmed by prophecies. It is our software now, anam penifo na yedi jumedin be showman sano. Maybe I'm about who say, ebia senemekano, a dan juregu, a kum nipa. Decide they must also pray about it. And so many nipa 7, or nipa 5, definitely obi umun so nyam be yatren to confirm. So say ya first dua bi anto honom dia ebema obia de beba. So obia de ba bebre nso a de papa ewo mu de yenhu. Afi we will just overlook them. Ye remember nso na ahwe oye name ato man.
Enti typically say wo kira na che say nhyehyeye we be ye adwuma. Hello, so from Bajo Timinka.
Hello.
So for Timinka.
Online breaking kakran bato.
Sisi out Timinka.
Bato sisi the metonka.
Aha. Nti na o kira unsusuye mu no se nhyehyeye aban dia be ye adwuma na e wo se ye sansu nya bribi a ye de be test prophecies ahodo na ebeba no.
Me patro no sa pepepe na ese no. Sa pepepe na ese no se ebe ye adwuma se na me kan ese nya sebe adifo a nyame honhom wo mu a ombetimi ahwe nkom se beba no metimi agye enye sa o kan Bible on there are prophets beyond ma, they are not false prophets, but they can give false prophecies.
How?
Possible. Genuine prophet can give a false prophecy. But
and on a deliberate and answer he's been misled by some spirit.
You can be misled.
Okay.
You can be misled. Okay, 1 Kings chapter 22. From verse 1, the Bible talks about King Jehoshaphat.
Okay.
And Ahab. So the king of Judah and the king of Israel. And the Bible says when the king of Judah visited the king of Israel, Kachan said, Uncle Jan no monko fight for the Ramoth Gilead. So he asked, say, is there any prophet? I'll bet me busano. So Ahab edi kama na di for by. So when the king of Israel made di for by 400 prophets, 400 prophets, they all prophesied in the same direction. Saying Yankopon se ko odinkunde bema. Until Josaphat was still not convinced. Until besides, apart from these 400 prophets, Odifo be no bio. And okay, so there's another prophet, a friend of Makaya. Now, sao Odifo the ancient compound fan until in Penasem. No, so yes, so when Makaya came, and Oshen come said, "The Okwa say that here." And Obi Busan said, "Now, then 400 for not no so. Yami be a man who say, "O my Zenina Cheshia." Na nyame busa sɛ ɔhonhom bɛ na mensoma na hwan na mensoma no na ɔnkɔ daadaa odifo ɔhen no na ɔnkɔ ɔkɔ ne nkoko no na ɔsɛ and I saw a lying spirit verse 19 and verse 20 ɔsɛ a lying spirit entered into the prophet. So you can be a good prophet, but if you're not careful, a lying spirit can enter you and you will give false prophecies.
Wow. Near asɔfoɔ ni bi hunu yi a wɔn kafa saa oye na ehui minim sɛ deɛ ohunu ne fa deɛ but ebi aka sɛ asɛ yɛn prophets no they are able to see but they are not able to avert adeɛ no wɔhu sɛ ayi plane bi bɛhwɛ hɔ in fact the very first video by akra deɛ ɔbɔ defense minister ne din na kyerɛ sɛ ohunu adeɛ no clearly paa but esiɛ ebi sɛ na den na yɛte sɛ God reveals to redeem. Where you actually need the nature say what you charge you. Eba ne say na omu hunu na enso adie ni sie. Wo mo nya ho hwe ana say omu nini he akade omu de betimi de asi ano kwan.
Yo, me that's it. And come she bibiri wo hono ma ye hu a ya bo ho mpa ya ye hu adwuma ensi. Bibiri.
Oh sir.
These are not the omo a asofu ya me because I saw it. I had a revelation. I spoke to 1-2 people. But the issue is say this prophecy I can once again. Also, hope I go back to their videos. We buy and yako video near the aba. You realize say yashan come bibria ebia insi ebi on ma sha and you work on it on your closer to be my young but ebi on so you need the involvement of the person at the fan.
Okay.
Also, you need the involvement of Obi Bitme now for the nation. Send commission for mine. Obi for the nation. So, you know, everyone ma sanity. Dear, you bit me a hood man and nipan bit me a hood man. Why you wejuma? Yesterday, my name is Sofosia. And one of the prayers, because this once I make a dying.
Yeah.
I had that revelation, a dying jury egu nipaso. So we have started praying about it. Yeah, out to make it is a Obeka so be NC. Meanwhile, it be a binu sebebe no intercede for the nation.
Okay.
So we dear more mine. I don't pay more mine. Sir, issue oye na ebo mine and say. It be my bohom pie. And a bill and come she sensitive. And come she be one more. God just reveals it so that you will be aware. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. And found pie abebo and found direction obey. We yet dang ebebem. It just that ya make so namo damos namo ya aware. Some to 2 near me year. It be an NC.
But so we den bi wo mo ye den e be sin to
but to be on my
no matter say you better to name nyina kra be si.
It be on my den. A prophecy like Jesus must die on the cross.
Okay.
It was a prophecy. We yet den twa say bem. Yesu can say be actually Judas. Or say it was say nipa no ko. Name woe unto the person I'm not so beko. It was say oko. It means that definitely he will go and somebody must betray him. And your baby tree no woe unto you. Until Judas Obompire said then the prophecy will come to pass.
Na eno sa
no. And she'll be to say Paul. Bible say Agabus. One prophet in the Bible, friend Agabus, or saying come about Paul. Of our Paul belt. No, the children standing in the night. No, besides one belt. No, must say a Paul there. No, see nipa belt way in there no. Or beko prison. Paul, he didn't do anything about it. Paul called prison. So Agabus krona and come a baby say a combe ba. Bible say a come by. come by my come affect you know. Ebra Paul name for yet Paul it's not Acts chapter 27 near the echo a year. Bible so catch them say or quiet kui bibi me soon so and pa umunya shipwreck. So come to be on my maybe than the actual but still a baby.
Also for a DNA come share and a DNA a DE because you say ubi shem komwa na ase or for telling near a besi dachi. But a young so I say ubi a hunu bribi. But sad the crona won't hunu no your friend on come share. To send ye hunu nanui, so for no or car say or hunu say plain be a shohonomo, and defense minister manono. It has been described as income share prophecy. And no any near ye what that son daya wohunu in sunsuye benedantemo.
Okay. And come share send a mechano. You the realms of the spirit and all the physical realm. Between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, you'll be a friend of revelation. So a free into come also you're free from my own ministry. So between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, you'll be a friend of revelation. Revelation, and only a D what drop a free through a diaba, not to whom and as well. And you what dear Yamede to one on waka. So I send you on my if you cry and plan which me say way babisi. Way babisi. What do I not kind like you can say prophecy criteria there. Okay. Obi jina no nipa 5 jina ha. Mu se nyame e mamomba. Nyame mamomba. Eno no waka. So also and you shall declare a thing and it shall stand. Eno no waka any ho but onye bia no ka e bitimi abeme na bitimi asi.
Eno ye wa hye wonkom.
Wa hye ato. So and the odi nyame yi a che no nso eno so all can. Ni nyina the same thing.
Ni nyina ye nkom hye.
Patron.
Ne ye yi a kyerɛ wo ene ne wo de wano aka to ho ni nyina ye nkom hye.
Patron.
Awesome. Yo. Na unuanom asofo bi the way omo handle nkom hye no wankasa hunu ne sen e wo ye man yi mu. Binim sɛ ɛyɛ na honhom ne ye de mo de ye adwuma ntino. Eto da bia na aye den se mo be control but Bible na so ka sɛ the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. Na eba ne sen na ebino mutimi jeja wo mo ano na wo mo eto da bia asɛm efa obi ho individual ho na wo de abetu bedwam no wo ka prophecy no another prophetic ministry no ethics bi wo mu emre bi deda ho limits bi wo ho a wo nko. How does it work as a prophet?
No, I'm say sabi wajuma ya we journalism why so many years. And maybe 1 year. Obi also I feel no bem. At the same work. The own year no obey. So and I send the obey and yes I don't obey no. Ye nipa. Home no de nipeduane na ye adwuma. Inti se nimdi bi ona se wunni a I don't know how you say last week na me ye adwuma. Then there's this young man and I'm a friend I'm in the casa. I'm going to person can't say but I'm in kind of public. Na me de call and I make a go na so and no confirm we. The bear man ye adwuma. I can't come the whole church you. I don't know you know we means me can't say asap man ya say that. Why you wash your own come we oko on do that so tia so anim. I think of over start point almost. In simple no ma you as you come out as a matured prophet. Wakasa. Fine. Said the found my home. Said the ebinim can say my home playing class, my home a free wabo the and those things no. Me patrol and no the from so be any.
Sir.
And no the from so be any. Oh yeah, Juma and a bill nipa ne a public figure.
Na say oye public figure no na chi nyira enye yira kwan. Wo person hunu na betime hunu no. Because in the Old Testament we saw prophets omu tuto omu si mu ko ahemfo ho ekoka nyame asem ne de kire wo mo a wo nyina bedwa mu anka.
If I try to make no, prophecies were written. If your Bible no more man and come say cry true. What are they true to people so? Any can make an radio so crowd and okay radio say you can say we but with the moment it is documented the actual public. It is come as it is see a true Bible no more public. We are reading your Ghana here radio be one some Israel. Being come say by it was a private prophecy. Oh, there be. It no come say there. But so and America no say nipa ne minister. Sometimes no yes say be nipa na ehu ade no what dem answer no. Sometimes we put a microphone kasa na de naba. So we put a microphone kasa na de naba. Fine, the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. But they do all my so many public that people should know say this. If be a say nipa na cry ma, if a congregation can intercede for the person to help the person. It is not wrong. Ghana for the Trebiana, maybe one year, but I don't think it is wrong. Sabi aburu. Remember, baby, I'm a tea. That's of baby. Oh, yeah, sorry. Then you make it yourself. Yami Yetrona, Apostle Cosby, a woo. Bibi, who catch them a sem papa mammy? Who catch them a sem papa mammy? Because a dear baby may through woman, dear, a sem papa mammy. So, any other bonny mammy, me be woo, not one, not another. One is rule. Then I say, "Oh, catch me as papa mammy."
Not wait me down, so.
Me patch wine, my young mama bomb pie.
Better a be who say a bonny panny whom ye do who shenny pemu. The way
now Isaiah catch Hezekiah so on shenny fee and some and see no be one, nay, who not this. Isaiah call Hezekiah fee. Yamaka is a corner catch channel, and also your show by Bob as a massa. We are in it, but show someone say because you Isaiah flew and Hezekiah down in the chair buying. No bomb pie. It is Isaiah Mecca and got down and
so that is a typical example of prophet who or he be one someone what corner what catch no.
This one Isaiah was recognized as a prophet of the nation. He was working hand in hand with that king. No, he or die uncle Fanny did that. Who study Bible and there were times almost she a bomb pie. The Bible said, a time for people almost the Bible said, and they prayed for this cause. It's not Isaiah and Hezekiah with that relationship already. But be down the president. You even have access to the president. You even have access to the president. You have access to a brand here or a papa. So access and no one number. Can't be a friend. But only the number.
Ukubusa the number cry you be busa and same be near the idea so was risk be on one.
And only a seminal. Oh, yes, so be friend Mrs. Oh, yes, so be friends. Me modi. But penny I this idea a Jumayashan and sa on about Juma. The banner so I pick the phone. I'm a friend of so send a humanity. Person who said the humanity. I'm a friend I'm in Sankano. So sometimes it's not easy to get them. So it's not easy to get them.
Anyway. Papa medo wase ewie ni nkyerɛkyerɛ ade amayen ne nkyerɛkyerɛ mu so a wode amayen na yɛbɛkɔ so abompae na baabi atie no Ghana bɔkɔ de is there a dark cloud over the nation?
Ewie mu nyɛ but yɛnyina ɛbɔ ho mpae. Ewie mu nyɛ but yɛnyina ɛbɔ ho mpae. Sɛ na America no we also had the revelation serious a dan beginning me hu sɛ asɔre dan adwiri ama asɔrefoɔ bebree but dan ne bu yɛ no I saw nkɔla bebree. So we have started praying for churches and praying for schools. So there be a dime being during also. We are praying. We are sure that being so on the revelation also demand mine. So we are all interceding. So until the end, Rebecca say, we are suffering you don't need any nice over public. Any nice okuhubi. You be on my you can raise your prayer warriors, pray. Some home pina moya and say, fine, say, small say, go to the person there, any different. But you demand for that. Look at what Jesus told Peter. Was he Satan had wanted to sift you like wheat, but I prayed for you. So when Jesus saw what Satan wanted to do to Peter, he prayed for him even before revealing, telling him, so this is what Satan had wanted to do. But I'll say, I prayed. A past tense, I prayed for you. So you gather your people, you pray. So because mind. So I say, we are software nasty. Ofo say just all the jidding. You find jidding. That I say, you find jidding. Some your mind.
Anyway, Apostle, Yamenka Honu shall we read us anyway.
Me down soon with phone in and with my phone in and so as in Mishram.
Make a man for who you really are, about Happy FM1.
With us.
Apostle Cosby J, now or a radio pastor on Happy FM so many years back. And they can know a pastor by Reverend and or apostle or a founder and general overseer Emma Family House Chapel or Hacho. Na ono naja wabua miama yedisa enkomoi to a prophecy and then say channel it say your mind for my home efa mpanimfo ho a channel that prophecy to a year opening of a free and crowd office na omo enhwese no bi ni hujuma. And Jemima, please call the line. The statement no the buy no, there is a phone number on it. Let's call the line and talk to them. We need to understand how our receive prophecies now. Almost say be review. No be review. No. Review ni saying obina wasu enya ne prophecy. Say for my own no the aba no. Mobe ni saying apostles believe say there must be a team where a be judge prophecy because Bible says every prophecy must be judged. And no mean say also mobo hompaye na omunya confirmation ni ade and same bebre. Na sa office does it have the capacity to review prophecies, judge them, and pick the prophecy omususu say and it's difficult. How do you know prophecy? How do you know that? And well, my Facebook na if I want for messages ni bi ntwamu na Emil Smith or say Lord heal our land. And the about Paul Amen so just President JDM, please, why did you forget all fetish priests? We brought NDC to power again. Hey, as someone about I said then you try confuja or sadi mu. And kwa na say waka say nkwa na purchase. Me say mon friend line mo say nko. Switched off. I feel na kasa say nko de anka hwe. Because cannot be reached so ye nko. So what's the line edum? Switched off. Statement amodia be ne. Statement no mo si obia or prophecy. On fresh line we no fambra. Ye fresh line here switched off. The prophecy ne de be fahin aba. And that's the mama sure so about correct number there. Because this one, I'm surprised. And you have a statement in the Bible. And you have a statement in the Bible. Nebane saying a statement, I'm what the Abba more announce it. What say, are you switched off? Oh, but maybe, look, we need evidence. Ebekum, fashion mommy. True call across a prophecy center.
The MTN number you are calling is currently switched off. Please try later. The MTN number you are calling is currently switched off. Please try later.
Switched off on Sweden na yedum nampao. Prophecy center na yesi ubi an channel ne prophecy.
The MTN number you are calling is currently switched off. Please try later. The MTN number you are calling is currently switched off. Please try later.
Boy, yo, yati. Anafe nom kutwachi. Prophecy center phone nedum. Eno mojeje prophecy. Ene sa so for ome command on social media. Because also me fa de mra na fe me frɛ number de atudwa se me fa prophecy fa so na number na dumu a social media na na de beko assemble ni. Anyway, back to your messages on Facebook. Lemdi Evangelist Mauto or say Ghana police and national security, make sure you arrest those who threaten to kill President John Mahama and his wife Lordina Mahama before it's too late. Well, that's something happening on social media. I will be cancer in Simhunu or social media. Mrs. Sanko for no do na teta bruchiri nkura bi ase no mo yes anema no. Omu ni Ghana ha. Don't waste your data on such people. No akoto data na de hwen o de hwatem didie. Akoto data. Wa usika wasem onim fifiri de akoto data. Na o de hwe propaganda. Ade a wonim sem tro ni etwa wo. Gabriel Batistuta, I say good afternoon, B. Brown. About the prophecy, since church and religion are still in existence, there is no way we can do without prophecies. But there are a lot of fake prophets in the system, which I think this move is one way or the other going to encourage and invite more of these fake prophets to the table. In another vein, it will be an advantage to the true prophets to reach out to those the prophecies are about without the knowledge of the public. I agree with you, my brother. And so you're the about Richard Ochre, Fadama, or say good afternoon, baby. Good afternoon, Richard Ochre, and to Wonkro for any nada. Mediumudima, but to judge and Chibia. Na comments pillar 2 say. Okay, comments we've dealt with this matter. Another emergency landing now come 17 year. They are two jaded that. Try God while atoliati or say, Mr. Bibi, good afternoon and welcome back from the National Sorrowful Weekend. Listening to you live from Afienya Ablekuma. Or say my afternoon greetings to all positive citizens out there. Try God, thanks for your message. Piaga say watching you live from Achim Asafo. Good afternoon, Piaga, and thanks for your time as well. Papa Bolazio, and also hey, we no say you can decide to take money from Grace Ayesu Dankwa so that you guys can ignore our messages, but we don't care. She will still be one-term MP. Thumbs up as well, unless what's up? Marco coming to Kwana. Uncle can't be into Kwana because we just say, Jimama, I sure Uncle come into Kwana. Omo fire name fire. I say, you people can decide to take money from Grace Ayin Sudankwa. Who is that? And also so that you guys can ignore our messages, but we don't care. She will still be a one-term MP. Thumbs up, I swear, unless Papa Lazio. You want to tell me more about your concern? I'll be glad to hear you out and meet me resolve my many messages are there about say we ignoring the messages. Are you sure you are in the right place? Well, enjoy the moment while you're here. EpaHoaDaben Jumediani, my friend come on so I have back clinic and I mean cancer there they've been chosen and say Mansoa Heba Clinic AJ IR4 Mkwa almost some ya dear. One more a prepare ma a womunya. Mansoa Heba Clinic Sebra, Omudia Haben Room Kwa, and now Omode Juma, Obia Omenses, a delay, and answer any consistent, if you just see Siataka, a or twice in a how, a yani mutuchon, a yo ya, what's nasi a check crabbles and or twice in ya, Madame Fubisi, Untiminti not a closet sunche, to unfar fasidro, because a hono quabe quacoche, or far quacoche. It's an say a hanepa. Mesro say, oh, Siataka issue. One name Mansoa Heba Clinic for Nkasa. Stroke, hepatitis, ne hawa. One name Mansoa Heba Clinic for any incomo. Na at Mansoa Heba Clinic, na Dr. Woho, Dr. Nobel, or one butre. Now, they be a catcher, Mr. Bibi, a catcher among for say, any sikano. Oh, Bamansoa, Sika kuchu, or so dear bra. Bra, Kreska dear bra. Kwani here. Brano he kon befa so obejo na onhu ye woden a obekwa kwa adwuma apiska na sane wo mu ni ohwehwe Mansoa Heba Clinic for hira kwan mo new Fadama eye washing bay wa Fadama washing bay ase wa ubusa Mansoa Heba Clinic obia ebe chiro fra wo mo ene e wo 05575629888 Mrs. Subim 05575629888 988. Alternatively, bit me from 0555 165 797. Mrs. Subim 0555 165 797. Na me free man so wa heba clinic we na me call Dr. Zeng deodorant. Dr. Zeng deodorant abadwa mu amamanfo ani age pa. Isane se wono mu a omo a problem eye mfifire a agya wo mo nkabone wo mo ho no. Dr. Zeng deodorant na edge wo mo. Dr. Zeng deodorant is chemical free. Enuro bi anim, chemicals bi anim. Na a source from the Eugenia chlorophyll flower. Eyi nkabone nyina free ho. It keeps you dry and it keeps you refreshed. Dr. Zeng, o de ye o moto mo anadwo akoda eno ano no after 7 days asana besan apply biem. Wo be dware aguso aye bibia edo be kode waba. Wa wo ye adwumadeni kanka adwuma ma o team fifire no. Wo hia Dr. Zeng. Esane say eye also budget friendly. To be ma o man e boarding school no na intimini enka no emfiri wo mo ehwo. Wo pedodo atu ana wo pe bakumienu bi na ato a Dr. Zengi ewo sachet mu na ewo eye box mu we frɛ 0544 767 691 Messi Subiem 0544 767691 ananso 0599 032 5599 0599 032 5599. Dr. Zeng deodorant is stay fresh, stay natural, and stay pure. Jama washing powder na American for the amount de na o pesemina isi niema epu ohuro eyi feeling kekawa esan so ma watade no ye hwamoa na eye Jama detergent powder. Ewo multi enzyme stain removing formula. Feeling kekawa bia no etimi eyi no edi free ho. Nti wo active children omo pia bontin kodi agoro meba na omo nyina afi poto wo hia Jama eye detergent powder ebi e wo fie fesi wo maniema oba tan a wawo foforo wo hia Jama washing powder fa wosa na fa posa wo man niema ebe ma ni na ate wan na besan so amemu ayhwam pa Jama your partner for clean clothes na maybe ni sade a na ye ba betiesim na de na enkomo. This is His Excellency the President. Emra eye enra a ceremony.
Happy FM 98.9.
A ceremony was held for the burial of eye Ewuranom mienu Muslimi for eye Alhaji Muniru and afi so eye the Honorable Murtala Muhammad. Intie President Mahama emra okasa ye ewo eye na se.
Terrible too. The Acting Chief Justice, Your Lordship, Paul Bafo Bonny, and your entourage, the Chief of Staff, Ministers of State and senior government officials, the clerk and members of Parliament, the families of our fallen heroes, the Chief of Defense Staff and our security services, fellow mourners. Today is not a day for talking. I just want to say thank you for your sympathy. Indeed, the Quran teaches us that whoever attends the funeral of a fellow and stays till the final prayer receives blessings. And so the blessings of Allah is on all of you. I want to thank the two families for their patience. We recognize that in Islam, when a person has died, they are supposed to be interred as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the state in which the bodies were made it difficult for us to identify positively which was which. And that's why we had to go through the scientific process of identifying. Happily, that process was ended yesterday and we received electronically the forensic results for our two brothers. And that's why we have come to bury ahead. As I speak, the forensic reports for the rest have also arrived. And so in consultation with their families, we would decide how their funeral should be held. But as we said, on the 15th of this month, we'll hold a state funeral for all of them. The families are able to hold separate events to commemorate their loved ones, and the government will be there to assist them. The two brothers, Muniru and Murtala, were both personally close to me. Murtala I mentored from when he was a new MP at Nanton, and he had been a devout member of our team, one of our very bright intellectuals, very eloquent in Parliament, and he had been a part of our research agenda. Muniru was like a younger brother. He was a permanent fixture in my house and acted almost like my personal assistant. I sent him on errands. And so this is a very deep personal loss for me. But I know that they were both Muslims and very devout Muslims. And so I believe by Allah's grace that he will receive them in Jannatul Firdaus. I want to thank the imams who said the prayers, because in Islam, once you are dead, the only thing that is useful to you is prayers. And so I want to thank all the imams who came and said prayers for the repose of our brothers' souls and for their admittance into paradise. I want to thank the families too for accepting my decision that they be buried here in the military cemetery. Many of you would have probably had other intentions for their burial, but I do believe that this is a conducive resting place for the two brothers. And the families are free to visit their graves anytime that you want to do so. And so we'll thank all of you for coming. Like I said, today is not a day for talking. I find it very difficult to find words that I should speak. And so I just say thank you. May God grant them paradise, and may the memory of them guide us too. I believe that they would have wanted us to continue the hard work that we were doing with them. And so in memory of them, we shall continue to work very hard to serve the people of Ghana, to ensure the success of our research agenda, so that their names will be written in gold in paradise. I thank you all very much.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pɛ.
Number one everywhere you go. Big goal for the friends and the family. Big goal, big refreshing moment. Big goal for the kids and the adults. Big goal, boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal, everywhere the party day. Big goal, we go mash up the place with it. Big goal, greatest in every battle. Big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big O, big refreshing moments.
Beagle Drink, big refreshing moment.
Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Etoda, wo kontimi do champagne pa, nanso wo sike kura wo no. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So, so pese wo kura mre sika na udwumadi a wudie, won mo wonim dwumadi no. Etimi dima wo e wo bra wode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia. Ene ha ho kura. Izanza E-Productions. Ya be sort you out. Freyen. So open studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betimi di bia famo. Corporate and social videography. Se wo di dwumabie a wo pese wo twen egun homa so. Freyen. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Freyen. Documentaries, freyen. Photography, any live streaming, se wo twan foni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Freyen. Why nyom na pese oye nyom no ho akasamfoni a. Freyen. Jingle, IVR, any voiceover production, Freyen, short and long film, Freyen. Your telephone humanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858. Anasa Viechra Quine, Yawo Asylum Down, Yaben Happy 98.9 FM. E-Productions, capture the moment.
From roots to remedies, from leaves to life, Ghana's traditional herbal healing power is rising strong and true. It's time for the maiden edition of the Ghana Herbal Conference coming up from December 3rd to December 5th, 2025 at the Prempe Assembly Hall in Kumasi. Theme: Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Come and experience live herbal demonstrations, exhibitions, and engaging discussions with top practitioners, researchers, and regulators. This conference is proudly partnered by Ministry of Health, Traditional Medicine Practice Council, Food and Drugs Authority, Center for Plant Medicine Research, and Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. Visit www.ghanaherbalconference.com or call 020-2222-095 to register for free. To exhibit your product or services, call 020-2222-095 to book a stand. Follow us at Ghana Herbal Conference on all social platforms. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Welcome back. EpaHoaDaben Jumedie ene Emrena so say yetisi ensemo no emu na with me in the studio Haruna Amaleba representing the National Democratic Congress on the show. With Amaleba is also George Afo, or General Secretary Emma Ghana Freedom Party. Eja ononso aje neja Sambreya. Watina se hwenim se Fifi Deka. Our Kasama, the New Patriotic Party, and so everybody joining in. The Office of the Presidential Envoy on Interfaith and Ecumenical Relations has urged religious leaders, say formally, almost submitted any prophecy and a spiritual insight to be a high-profile political figures. Prophecy for a member prophecy for national security and public stability.
Happy FM 98.9.
What the can hono or some for prophecy nembra for review. Question me busane say, what is this intended to achieve? And we have called one more line or more dia to almost statement in more almost say oh prophecy be sa freno. One masugu subi and a call no. The number is switched off. Inti se ne na me kura prophecy bi a me de kwa ye agent a na enya fa nko because number no mo advertising no number no enya adwuma. Enra, 2 of the victims of Black Wednesday helicopter crash were put to rest. Alhaji Muniru, Dr. Mutala Muhammad Omedi Kain. If you ada ana one more ma council yebe eye omoyie na ya pom krabie president say osrebusuafo no say omone ne be ya adwene say yebe sie wo mo e wo military cemetery na they have access to omobusuafo no anytime one person omosra omo cemetery ho bia eno eye asemba ko a epiemu. The no Kase Health Minister are taking delivery of DNA results of all the 8 every South Africa. And then we can be sure who is who. Na yetimi aye proper ceremony at the Amawomo. Na it also brings into sharp focus Ghana yen emergency response and search and rescue efforts. I did a little reading and sana maybe show you. Now I've realized they said civil aviation for one more standard operating procedure for emergency response. Say aircraft be out for more Ghana. Response time near 1 hour. Now I am just looking at that same way see here. Time one military first statement about wanting say helicopter in your radar so no. Now the military had not dispatched a search and rescue team. There was nothing like that. ɛhwe hɔ no time where almost statement in the Bible and time where you confirmation say play na bɔ fam no na emu wakra. But it took a good number of hours and some military nankasa taking control of the site. And taking control of the site is also another matter. Experts need be raising concern. Say it appears they didn't even take full control of the accident site. Because Ashanti regional minister and social media patch all the day they say, "Wow, wakofa bibi free crash site when you na fabra. I may be more returning near many be. Will be kuhu wristwatch. I think the wristwatch in it there, the most valuable item was so far. Omatime retrieve free walk. You need the wristwatch in any there, but they be so fast scrap parts of the helicopter that they need be at the core. And clearly, in terms of procedure, that why the yes animano yendi so binim say bi ana afofono yen we empo free money there, but the professionals are expected to be professionals on any day. Question is intisanka mampani na wo mu anka ye be sa ne anka ye be kɔ and all of that. Ye din komo ne abon komo e was that issues. George memo adwo biem na mama amaleba nso adwo ebiemu amaleba se mente wo voice o.
Yes, sir. Majo so na pomo e.
Nyame adome ho ye pa.
Good.
Na unia wen.
Fifi deka. No ndro ye korin nkanti mi ya fare yam.
Okay. Boni mo nkanti.
Nkanti mo wo sel bia.
Eden nkanti.
Nkanti. As every day and every week you are wearing nkanti.
Akada kure be ka omusim. Na
ni fi nkwa ni nim ho.
Nkwa na munim ho so. Na ne abetodwa na wie nso ne se Asante Hene officially they atodwa se Nana Asante Hema Nana Kunedu yi Adom the third. We fran to matintini mu. Ama odinani akere fie. Eno so yasemba kwa abetom. George, mamisha sim free ho na mzi yasemba kwa ne dapono so ba asem no wonan ene nkraba
kwata bebre.
Me bi mo to enko.
Matibi da se ma nifa kwanya wo yenchia Ghana fo nyina wan wo tie ne wan wo hwe yen. Nchia Ghana Freedom Party mpenimfo na menchia mebusuafo enso. Bibi statement BFE Office of the President no e bae. Minim dia ni sasha ase.
Ne statement there.
Yeah, e ka about prophecy no.
Elvis free and cra.
Okay.
Former sports minister.
Mate.
Brazil time.
Mr. say statement no say anka ifi ministry because your ministry of religious affairs ana entisa enti minti ase say a whole ministry ewo ho na enyo mo no di statement yi eba abonti na mo nkrabata bi a ewo presidency ho ho mo na statement no efi eba eyemi na kakra son say ministry the ministry you allocate budget to that ministry no na say allocate budget to that ministry na ebia wapone ho amasa agency no
agency it's
an office and yenye agency po by office and the end na say ministry no etena ho na sa press release e free sa office eba
ebia no mashira so
baby ibi ade na esi ewo Ghana no enya dikitua a ese ye fa no asem kuma bi eyo ye ne kese a abo man a ese se Ghana fo nyina kom nkotodwe so abo mpa ese sade we die mebi nsi biom enti se bibi mpo a na me expect say ministry no ankasa edi sa press statement beba out ni ehun so ministry no na but office on there nti media metu aka say minji sa ade no ntum.
One question so mebusa me ho ne say by this directive a buying now admitting say mama fa prophecy serious ana afia buy adwen aba prophecy so mo hu say ehu hia say now hu no bibi for mo ho a fabre womo because now they take prophecies serious. Is that an indication that government is interested in prophecies now, Anna?
Senia asem na kwakoye no ene senia wodwen no saa na me so betumi aka no say that ben na ban realize say take prophecy very serious na answer na asem we be say no na insem kesiye ensiye because say ye tigana ha the first time president ayato abama no oye na edwuma nopa we frifie ni ria ye aduane ama no we di ewie ni bodyguard said in number office. Oh, and yet say president I then with him. And this abreno now by no one take prophecy serious na. Because a sitting president and a will
and no prophet be kind.
And no prophet be kind. That's the question. And today na sabreno sa asem no see no. And the young will say, oh, say idea Ghana foi. Prophet nyina mo Ghana no saa de we bi ntu yenda enti no sesi ano bia obeti bibia for mampani ho mampani abedi akiri ministers ho no ya ye office kuma bi e wa ha mumfa mbra ne enhwe esanse yempese saa asem no ye beti biom saa asem ni si ye no ya ntehwe many years enti enura de ya eba involve ministers and military officers no eno na afi no obi be bisa say obi be bisa say sesi ade aban no agi nkomhye di ana sesi ade yemma nkomhye enka yen governance no ho ana
you see like bringing prophecy to
mainstream governance ana enti no
because I say if a governance ho a so fabra
sa na
tibia hu prophecy bi say seed ni ba lose value a
sa asem we na ebre bi esiye wo bre a dollar no eshutu ya yesi ye di asofo bi eko Israel na sa sika no se Ghana for ye gi sa sika no obi diligence obi wa officer onye na adwuma yie ema dollar no eshutu na wo se wo di asofo kwa ko bompa e wo Israel. Oh, yes, I need a reduce government. Oh, governance no. Ya reduce no. Na sadia wempo no, sebe ya dream pa. Ya so called prophet I wa kra ne be say no. Because ene prophet o mo Ghana no. Bibi person kire say ono no prophet the best. George person kire say ono no prophet the best. Amaliba person kire say ono no prophet the best. And say one prophet na say o de kwa ye be gi atum.
Ena it says prophets no see MPP prophets no NDC for the
and the
the NDC prophets no MPP prophets
so
ana ade we so no say government officials it say uhunu fa MPP mpanimfo ho awntimi fa nko
so and it na me say asem no kra ba ya kra bibi mimi njintum because the office be ewo president ho na why issues are we na free ministry or na sasa mo dey fan to nchen kra answer
but he's been defending it
and you defending no me podi anka menya yanka asem yesi wana wondi hiewu no yaudi omoko marewo omoko moman no yaudi omoko ye manka yensi omo nyina
for set time
no cry you wrong me did say president amma say yen hwehwe mu na nkrofo no for mo fan nis mbra o ebi ase na esi ebi mpo na fan nis pa akọ kan ya wo kan say ade no cry ye hwe ye no cry no ebru nipa adwene nti ase so enti no yemma si afo no so eden embre mu nenso no ye ken aka nipa nsia ye besi omo yenya nsia omo yenya nsia omo cry na mafo de ti social media na we cry yen sofo bi kan ye na ban no cry nye osetie chese niama bebre we cry ade na esi no ba yen so no yenyi wo Kristo so mu no yesi ade bi anyankopon be yi a kire na difo bi ano ase no enti muhu sa ade we ba muhu na muhu ye de na moye fa ho enti no me nua Penny Elvis ade we de time ni wrong na sa niama we cry no eba wo Ghana eba be say sa prophecy already no
na onye sure say we mu mbema prophecy keka na jai because any see a office be there then there is no need to make a social media ka
you see nienti a ama prophecy aye koka nyina ye that political will aye ni. Look at a man like Paul Kagame, Rwanda. That cross sorry more than 40 churches or closing it down. Or closing it down.
We no say before you run a church, you must have at least a degree in theology from a recognized university.
And then my minister be and our government appointee be and we can say, oh, prophet be Yohana ni oye no, and yet the way of money members I bet trouble with social media no. And to bibi
to where the only thing
many opinion evis a free anchor and yardjeni on chain na abano nkrofo odi omo agina wo so mo hwehwe ade no mu no omo fo mo report mbra ye hwe na sade na esi ye no ye beyond human understanding na afi na se proceed to spiritual warfare ye hu sene e be si yakọ se abusuafo na rewo mo de no bibi asem na esi ye no in fact se watamfo ni nipa no kra na onim ne ye me ya obi ti se omanibu ama they be na gina me so because you call park meeting na the way our sitting arrangements need to know okay Bossman ti ha Jane Mensa ti ha Samuel Tete ti ha Dr. Sribo ti ha ufu Dr. Sribo ho a uba omanibu ama so ufu omanibu ama uba da computer na say yayira na ufu yayira so oba the late Ekwadonko ufu Ekwadonko so no ba me so enti baby a me meeting baby a Dr. Manibu Martin, between the paper cry then. Enti de bia no na me hwe de we ya tena se wa park no na ade no e Germany so. Enti no me bisa mo se ne yiri be ye den, ne ma be ye den. Enti mesre ne aba no ye ntwen, ye nya ntobo ase. Sesi akura ne ye nya nti ye se Ministry of Health afi no mo nsa ka report no free South Africa. Sani ma we nyina afi kura na ye den eba. Enti
black box you analyzing we
so enti yenya ntu ase kura sa prophecy no yemfa ntu nchen kura yemfa ntu nchen na yenhwe se yenuanom yem papa nom yemofa nom omo akoro yebepo omo kura bie papa na fe ne ye we kire bia no aban no ahwehwe mu na ne yese edi tu yie no edi atu yie
amaleba mama imra wana mintiu on this matter
bibi
minia
mama mintia na mintia minia afo na mintia me fatin mfuni na mema atifo so adwo
bi adwo
mema omani na so yakọ ye NDC na amanu hunu we da yabam
akamo kese pa
nti memfa yakọ kese ema abusua sabe mo hwere mo de hye no na me chiro se sabre bra mu yeden me do na jo mintimi nda
since that
no mintimi nda
wow
since Wednesday me sabre mintimi nda na
kafra
so because you see Mutala was more than an MP. He was a brother. So Obomidin right away.
Okay.
Yeah, call demonstration with Tamale. I was with him. Then in Nanti, I was with him. So that was before we were in opposition. Now Mutala Shao our parliamentar. They were very related to you, no when you beje so about parliament.
Nice.
No, Honorable Dr. Maneboama, on also in Nipabia Sebe, or because of the bond that we have with some of them, we share our party office. They share an event as the way we relate. Talk about Dr. Samuel Sapon.
The first time I miss here, Ablekuma, no by election. The first time I miss here, Mr. Sapon.
Okay.
Ablekuma, I mean, share the da.
He's a nice man. He's a nice man. Well, for Abuaje, I know him from afar. So, and all the others. But you see, no matter what, whether the person is closer to you or not, the circumstances surrounding their demise. Someone we will come to that when the time comes. But the Mekache Bushin and say,
you can deal with all of that.
Omon shedding. Bet. Ubenede, Abanesa. Yeah, dear, ye nipa dear. Yentimi kapi. Say the Yankopon pen oye. And a nipa in Namway, Sabe, Yankopon or dear by Yasu, a bibia or pay your bit my friend.
Why this way?
Why this way? In American.
Why this way? That's the question. Why this way, baby?
Rather for more currency.
Why this way?
But Christo Casemiro looked 13, verse 1, I think to 5. Nkrofuko bi ba Kristo nche be born amane about abantintin ya na dwure gu nipa du wo twe so ku omo. Na omo bo amane wi no busa omo se mfi se nipa no hu sa amane no mo ye nipa no efo chi nipa ne tiomani na mo na. No. Na mo se mo so man sa chama dwen a mo be kosa.
I see.
Get it? And yeah, no kwa osameki reference to nkrophobia na Herod esi na feshu. No chi nipa no do mo fra na tie no edisi afeshu. Yes. And Christ also referred to that event. Enti ewiase na da ho no ewura. Sabe obi yiase e na wo kai wo dofo na wo nua na babusuani bi. Sabe na wusuma nipa na nso usoma ho.
Obi yiase na nso ye we.
Exactly. Enti sabe obi kwa no ye watamfo kwa fani die ni die. Sorry, fani die e ma nipa na wato no. Na ma menka asem we mene baron e kasai. Baron no LPG ni. So ni baron. Some baron equipment, some baron. Wasen asemo apalu ko kan ye no. Enkofo e frɛ won no e man a threat.
Ono otinche.
Ono otinche. Na me be say how. What the statement about you say we free LPG party ni.
And I'm also say because of the diplomatic Juma
but he cited another reason which included this matter too. So that was 3 days ago. You see, and someone a cabe patcho which in some years. You should have said it. This time, say he said out of pain. He even justifying it. What do you call that? I mean, we will come to him at the appropriate time. And to a more baron, a threaten no munya brenton on baby. Baron meaning the power, he's a brother. And he's very objective when it comes to political issues and matters concerning national development. He has nothing to do with some of Paluka here. If you have any problem on that matter, go and look for Palu and address him. Naja baron no yana sunju the baby no bra. Bibi.
Amaleba.
As some of the to Jay, me who ye pen am say, na some na Bibi so walk fabi. I thought, say, this was just a statement made in passing. Because as we speak, and I am going to speak to this matter on the basis of the fact that me am a Christian.
Okay.
In fact, me some a Church of Christ as a form.
Okay.
Now, I have been a Christian for the past 23 years. More than half of my years in this world. Because my boy shoot, na me shakra.
Okay.
Na me nyampenimfo omoya asempakafo. Ebinim aka Yankopon asem no over 50 years now as I speak to you. Notable among them, Brother Francis Apia Kubi. Ya wodi Akaporo Church of Christ and him ewo boase. And mpenimfo eka ho. Na nimdia omode man efa Yankopon etwerosem ni mu no. And then nyoma ekoso no ebo ebira kra. Na me pese me hu say a cabinet and I take a decision. No more directing Elvis, one of Elvis free and crowd let us number 2 ja. And I say, out of onwa thinking, no, this man number 2 ja. We need to get a distinction in these matters. Because say individual and why expressing opinion now, that opinion cannot be the position of government. Even though that person can be official in the government, but the personal opinion cannot be a binding decision on the government.
No, but
so a binding decision be
he has been appointed to perform a certain
very
role.
well, yes.
And in that capacity, he's issuing this
and you ought to authorize.
The government cannot exonerate.
No, you have to authorize. It must be authorized.
By who?
By the body that appointed you. What do you say? My boss.
You mean by the chief of staff or the president?
Perhaps.
And he probably has the authorization.
But see,
under the office of the president.
There is official communication officer in the office of the presidency, which is the minister in charge of government communication.
Yeah.
Fellas, and Fel doesn't grant interviews.
He does.
So, yes, on granting interviews, so I am making a predicated statement. Before Felix Begante, horrible Felix Begante interview, no issue statement on a particular subject matter. That's our friend now. He is speaking to that particular issue. Yeah. He doesn't go beyond it. So, call station, so Okoye one-on-one cry. He does it on the basis of Asama Abba, what issue official position of government on the matter. Now, Mamenka will send Matuaso. See a new patriotic party, I issue statement about Bontain, say out of respect for Honor Mutalan and the family, they will pull out from the Tamale Central by elections. They almost won't be about no.
And the more reciprocate here, Fakultia, will be a hunter.
We shall see. Baby, sir, Asemna Bano. There's an issue there to disentangle. It disentangle that matter we are. You know the relevance on whether or not government need to pay attention to prophecies. The fundamental question is there a prophet in the world today?
Is there not?
Is there a prophet? It's a question I'm asking.
There are lots of them.
Is there a prophet?
There are lots of them.
Fine. If there is a prophet or claiming authority from the Bible, is that right?
Yeah, sure.
I was making an analogy out there. Sir, maybe we are Malbani, may secretary to the executive secretary to the president, Honorable Dr. Callistus Mahama. Therefore, the government official from the first half house. Oh, I see. Amalba Kwaba. Can you show your ID card? I feel Amalba Bonini. But two bottom with the ID card number.
I feel be a chair, we are Callistus.
Okoyi card, NHIS card.
Little paper.
NHIS every crowd, as our.
That's fine.
Baby, authority matters. Now, so be so a prophet to Ghana.
Yeah.
No deriving authority from the Bible. Then let's go to the Bible. Because the Bible will be a measuring rod against Nipano, and whether or not or no for no so you're true for. Baby. So we'll call you anymore. May do call Hebrews chapter 1 and verses 1.
Okay.
Now, so call Hebrews 1:1 now. Chile kapefe say, Onyankopon wa tete no. Okasa chile e janam enam adifuo no ene ekwahodo piece no. Ena edi e chile yi. Okasa chile nam oba waye no ade ina aso didifuo.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yes. Hebrews chapter 1. Yes. Verses 1.
It's a prophet be anyhow.
Media station were friend simple.
Amalebade na.
Happy FM.
Bidimbo mechi goyi busase station be.
No, yes station America. The media no, the media conglomerate no.
Global Media
Alliance. Global
Alliance.
Media Alliance. Thank you. Anytime DM a pen. I issue statement. About a year ago, BB was our EpaHoaDaben host. But from now on, Amalaba is our host. What does it mean? The dispensation is a you free. The dispensation no. Acham. And the Hebrews, Onyankopon no asem, the inspired word of God, say, Onyankopon wa tete no okasa che ye janam, wanamwa Abraham nom, and you can mention them. When a modifo no so any esuhudo signs and wonders, God used signs and wonders and the prophet as a medium of communication to Omai Israel. But sabre you dear okasa che na waya Jesus Christ so anything that's all tie adifo no tresem ni mu a omo say odifo no kapel o say na Awurade asem ba adifo Jeremiah so say on kan kire Omai ne say you hear that na Awurade asem ba me nchen say so these are the introductory words. Now, oba apam fufuro no mu a Awurade Kristo say no kra me se mo say speaking from the authority given to him by God.
So you're a member of Church of Christ.
Yes.
Intimate me.
These are clear distinctions.
Your views on prophecy are skewed because Church of Christ for moon shut down G prophecy.
And yes, engine ni bibi unim. Ya kasa omo so enji the different ye di pa.
Na mo obi.
Meje Jeremiah di. Meje Isaiah di. Meje Habakkuk di. Meje one more wo twemu ni na meje omudi. However, obi se ne oyodifo a asemu so na djuma ne san. Adwuma so yankopɔ de ma difo na ye mienu pɛ. Adwuma number 1 to guide the nation Israel. Because Israel was a monarchical state. Ni entoa ba enyi mampeni, enyi ohene. Onyankopɔn na ɔma na difo e de ngoko sra ohene, de ne be si Israel so oni oman so hene. Na so ohene ne fomu a, no Onyankopɔn soma na difo no kɔbɔ oman no ohene ne kokɔ. Na so wanti a no wachoba so twe de eda omonim. Jeremiah ne Isaiah ka kire Israel for say Master, mo be conquer sumo Jerusalem or Babylon. 70 years. It came to pass.
Why somebody says directive way to prophet?
Bibi, I want to lay my back the argument on a certain foundation. No
problem.
Do you get it? So, Bibi, Onyankopon di 4 years the second thing is to tell the world about the coming of the Messiah, the birth of the Messiah. And it was Jesus Christ. And when Jesus Christ was born, everything looked to Jesus Christ for fulfillment and completion. Finito. And to Luke 16:16. Trying to kind of perfect say, I didn't follow by but John the Baptist. So, no feel a whole econo. Yeah, count on your couple and he knew what Sam and he passing you here. They come as a finish in Acts chapter 2. In fact, they had prophet in the church. I won't deny that. Now, that prophet, as a funimunu. That prophet, baby, wouldn't call for yes, I come to Jumano. So, baby, apostles, oh, yeah, a small phone back one. You see, a small phone and your Holy Spirit baptism not direct in Acts chapter 2, verse 1. The only indirect. Now, when we meet the Monsa, I go, so yeah, back one. We meet the Monsa, I go, brother Afo so. But Afo meet me, come. Wait, make a Casahodo, meaning Casahodo, I give up no. Me, Kusasini, we are there, Baya. We are on any. See, also, you're then. Bibi count now, you're betting.
You're betting.
Laugh before. What? A day. We was also on here. We're not 2 women. But, those days now, me kaya pe over respect me. I be quiet for Cassani a day. Entity, see the bank coupons and a better 20. No, couple mass and no man who quiet. Now, Bibi, we are one of the apostles. Now, the such a day, who don't so good, but I for sure he can do those things. But we're not something fun in some good. You get it? And the sad prophecy is not a it was done purposely by Onyankopon to guide the growth of the church at the very beginning.
But in all you have said,
and the whole thing came to an end. Now, baby a chat something now.
Before I go advance, in all you have said, the same New Testament recognizes the office of a prophet. Ebra all let's say adoma chede ne sane mani nyina e wo New Testament ni mu no. Wo bobo no wentwa prophets enya, which means that even the New Testament recognizes prophets of today.
Can Acts chapter only Acts simple. Can Ephesians 7:11 The Ephesians 7:11 we will get it. You know what Bible or phone as well now. Let's read Ephesians 7:11. Ephesians
Ephesians 4
7:11. Oh, are you there?
Ephesians 6.
So 6:11.
6:11.
Then
okay. I'll say NIV version.
Okay.
Put on the full amount of God.
Okay, so while you are at it,
we can't be about where you should take your
prophecy,
authority. Even we Hebrews 8:5. Moses, you can't say, Adiana Usheno, Shena Yenu Pepe.
What's him saying?
Myself say, baby, honorable, every free anchor. Echo for an answer. If I don't go Gini to me, no,
Oh, but now we are sure says Sanka. Incredible blessing of Jubilee House and Beba Bontini.
Minjindi, Bibi.
Yes. No, Bibi, I disagree with it. You see,
so let's get into that issue. Yeah.
The reason I disagree is the whole thing has a problem here. Because the argument I may advance over and say, per the Bible and the New Testament standard, there are no prophets in the world today. Finito. Obisa or your D4 authority
Bible.
The Bible here find a chance with D4.
Ephesians here now will be a mommy and come prophets.
Let me look for it for you.
And come prophets who has
seen Google it. He has made some apostles, deacons, how do you call it? Pastors. Yeah, Google it.
Say no New Testament.
Yeah, New Testament anymore. Bibi.
So what say sad directive way and say something what Bibi and I say wrong.
I agree with brother Afua someone who can. Omampeni in his first address to the nation said was setting up an investigative board. Let's wait for the investigative board to form report.
Interagency investigative board.
Fine. in an interagency in the report in our bar. Is there anything that happened go beyond human comprehension? Or is there any matter human intervention could not have even salvaged the situation? See, you do what? Then we can have a conversation proper. And even with that, First Timothy chapter 2, verse 2, okay? If this matter, after everything have indicated all the analysis, actually say, BBC ya na ebru nipa ho den so a di o mampeni bit me kan say o man no nyina nkonkotodwe no mo mpa no mo nka ye nsu bi ya ye di o man nani mo nka ye mpa bo onyankopon listen to that onyankopon listen to that. It doesn't mean special group of people be so only the danger here. People will start throwing in their prophecies, which is not prophecies be at all, but superstitions. The danger also here is that you end up getting malaria patients directing government. Or being a malaria, not so I no say I have prophecy in the Maya. And you're very serious because
is that not why? Is that not why?
411. Thank you.
Is that not why I say office we are important? Because then, then it means that instead of although high fever, because on social media, a poison atmosphere, no. Or channel to a certain officer, or screening.
See, let's go to how do you call it? First Peter. Okay. So 2 Peter 2 verse 1. Or say you. Na a D4 true for unsu or minimu. Even the days of Israel, no. How you put the D4 year, no.
Not true for so.
For Ezekiel 13 verse 1. Kind of whole verse. And do you put Diomatema Kasomo and Kokobu? A D4 true for no. Or so we and Kokobu. Uni Kokobu Subai.
Piano akote.
Uni Kokobu.
Kokobu na.
Oh, so they are far home. One, osna a D4 a true for our mind.
I Kokobu ni pa home.
Dabi. And I can Kokobu Pino. Dabi. Kokobu Yabua. Or to say, Unima Shawa.
Dabi.
Unima Waira. Kokobono. Okay. The case saying now, or Yabua, the case saying to say Kusi.
Oh, okay.
So, but the Duani at 10.
Okay.
Kusi Duan who knew Kokobo then the who
okay.
But the color no, on all you to I say grey bisano.
Now,
typical. To be shallow. Not only a fear and sin and pa.
Okay.
No, no, the tunnel. Obia, no, a feature.
Okay.
So, now, corner coco. Actually, like, no, Nadino Diano coco. The goose and coco, no one who have been a tunnel, no, a pigeon, Diano. No, a feature. Nam one piano too.
I'm more on it too.
Yes, no coco so.
Okay.
And the coco so 1 year, and 1 year few months. No, attend what you are. Now, on your coupon describe as a D4, conforms of your D4 no. On your coupon catch Israel, Ezekiel saying, I tried D4 more Israel no. What shall come?
What is this aboa?
Or what is aboano? No, Superano, what kind of ha? Was not a D4 true for so or my name? Said ya a church true for so Muso. You hear that? Said the a church true for so Muso. And for once and walker, as a for once and walker. Do you get it? Or say, one hour day or say if I could send Baba Shemu, no power idea or tall one, no G one numpo, no day or say a bantam about one hoso. Na be brave, be one who is some wachi. Now one to a becker no question who has some money. You hear that? Go to social media. People are there mocking the church. As someone else, I come for a ding. And come for a ding. Woman almost we are D4.
I was telling you.
Master, they are crazy characters. You come her, and I'm pina kufa do buy. Obita bebe commando. So the mamu, you who be that, oh, you ask where we are. Who's you ask me when we are. You look from a kufa mambo because he's saying.
Now,
you get it. Maybe and you are
who catch a prophet.
Or send a brave or some lechi. The one to beck on a question was some money. One of my nibreso, the nada sembe pem when you for sure. Okay? One of what
when you now Bible,
Bible was the one or your couple say, well, free to take Akas uncle for one some. I did to order that. And they change your September. Now we mention of your D4. Only a contempo for, only a Zaf for, only a brave for, or your couple Nimo. Don't listen to them.
Engineer Ohunu Ka say, And on Ukraine, he was very specific.
Also, then, Bibi, let me tell you.
Defense Minister.
Let me tell you, Bibi, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Oh, don't be surprised. Pharaoh, Efie, Aaron, and Nebra, most copy of this year.
Pharaoh, the end Daniel. Aaron, the end Daniel.
Mose Casano didn't put out to follow than Pharaoh Shemos in those way. What now the best would be who name. Chalamon Frank on 4 neighbors on 4
Bible describe them as magicians.
Magicians, yeah, one, go in for. On by some of the Modia 2 and so on. You know, every snake will be snake.
Be snake now.
Fine. What happened? Mose or one, actually, or one name. That tells the power of God.
You see?
Or bone some night.
And I wish you know who you know, Swissy.
Bibi, let me tell you something. When person may go into certain areas, Bibi, or man penity flat staff house. So when him panta shame say every year, I'll be surprised.
Well, you can't know.
The president will know. No, I am not just talking about physical protection. But nobody have information in this country than the president.
Yes.
And no have intelligence in this country than the president. You get it? Because I don't know DISEC, I want MUSEC, I want RECSEC, I could do National Security Council. Why do we have that?
But you know,
daily briefing.
Bibi, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. You were informant and agent within the system. Me near MPP ni no can say me achen. Akwabi kuro say for no D4. What's not down for pan. What's the defense? Only my dear oye. Before the defense in Bedu. You are fresh from crew within the parties. You are deep confidential classified information tips. You are general and so no the prophecy. You see that? You see it? You see it? Or being friends to you, ha? No one can do an media that pinch them. Let me who's OD for. Omo ya comfort.
Is it about me?
Man, you are
Omo ya comfort.
Omo ya comfort. Everybody need to me off here. Everybody to me off here.
And nobody who na.
That normal.
Biba, mpese me si bibi su bia, e ma bibi, ehu bibi. Asema me nua yake. Hwe sa atro nkomishefo na no aka mu asem no. Omu ha nyankopon ama afe. O kai Mika 68 Mika 68 tie nyankopon akasa kan e. Mika 68. Me awe bie.
Okay, baby.
He has shown you.
But you're speaking to the mic. And I have a Open Tree version.
Open Tree version.
Micah chapter
6 verse 8.
Micah chapter 6 verse 8.
Sa atro difoi. Omu ha nyankopon ena nyankopon pese ena nyankopon pese afa nyankopon e be kire nipa ni ono nyankopon ope
fa webra
no fa webra Mika 6:8
na dem o kan sem
yes
musumo nya so for so
oh me ba me
chop on so for that's the question
read mami
o say wakade ye akire wo onipa
ba
ne de awurade hwehwe
ne nia awurade hwehwe ewo wo afi listing
enye bibiara
o me nyankopon say den tiri ni ye adoye pe ene ahobrase a uni nyankopon benante three things ene nyame hwehwe let's go back
si hobium
asa
o say
die ni bebrebe yi
wakade ye akire wo nipa ne de awurade hwehwe
ne ni awurade ehwehwe
no wo ho
ehwehwe wo bibi ho
okay
enye bibia say
ono anso say enye
bibia
say
trini
righteousness
yes go
adoye pe
loving kindness
okay kindness okay ne
ahobrase a oni onyankopon ebe nante
eka we nkwan ya ke ni problem
these three things
and you know say
no ya dwane afiri ho
if say no ma we mi so kutawa bibi ken na ya wo man ni mu no say suba kutaya there will be no corruption there will be no covetousness
na bibi ka say
there will be no plundering and misapplication of public funds
we yanya sofo
o see ya sofo
mami cho bibi na me wife ebe tu kwa akodoma
okay
ana me ka che so me 6 years girl na another girl no me pese oni omo ebe ko o David me ni omo be ko ni ahwe sesese onum so mo free trip no ba ya Saturday am match 4 na me small girl no ya na say ya admit no 22 polyclinic
whoa
me gina ne ho a me hwe na na card another one no so ebe pay me so me nya profit
tina na wo mpesa nkombe ko
ene tina me mpese but we also for be na ka kire na
na sa ho nkonkron no tie nyina mu
sa enti no say wa hwe me ba we Joel ɔse na awie mmerɛ no mɛhwie me honhom agu ɔhonam nyinaa so ɛnti wotu wei woso yɛ prophet ne bi
saa honam nyinaa na no wɔka no wonim ɛnyɛ sɛ akra bia o honam nyinaa no means two group of people helafoɔ ne yudafoɔ
ɛnɛ sɛ mu ni ha
amamamufoɔ ɛne wɔn mu a ɔmo yɛ israelfoɔ
but ɔsɛ all flesh
bɛgye onyankopɔn adi
ɔsɛ all flesh
ɛnam kristo so that is it but woka sɛ yɛ asɔfoɔ na tie mede wokɔ 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9 na mo deɛ moyɛ abusua a wɔyi wɔn ahene asɔfokuo ɔman kronkron ɔman yɛ wɔfɔ no ɛyɛ ɔno ne dea sɛ monka deɛ ɔfrɛ mu firi esum mu baa han no baa ne han a ɛyɛ nwanwa mu no animonyam nkyerɛ meka ntwi akyɛ nti mentwi no kra yɛ arasta ɔsɛ deɛ bɛnya na modeɛ moyɛ abɔfokuo a wɔyi wɔn
ɛnɛ meba political communication class saa yɛde mɛwura Sunday school ɛnɛ Monday school
na moyɛ abusua a wɔyi wɔn modeɛ ne hwaya ɛyɛ kristofo no asɛm na wɔka
bibi mo obi ntena jubilee house hɔ ma prophet bi ehunahuna no sɛ yɛ kan yɛ entina ɛsɛ mutwi yɛ mbata yɛ ho na official fa no issue statement
see bibi bibi let me tell you ade a onyankopɔn chikura yɛ hu
ehun deɛ
do you get it I think is it 1 Timothy 1:7 no
na kwa bible no ya pa oti di ahyimu ana
wɔn fa hu amoyen no onyankopɔn fa hu amoyen enti de yankopɔn chi ani hu I want to tell His Excellency the President, from Wono to the last messenger in the NDC government. Me hundi weni muda. No. Ye nipa ye ntiasie so da. Enu to ne yankopon se enema wo da na di eche ye no. Eye ne madia. Ebi wo so wo de hinta ene ye nyai ma no. It belongs to him. Onipa ntimi nti yankopon asem ase enwie da. Wo ti yankopon asem ase wie pe oye nyame biom. Enu to na me say and you're not quite fast from Koyano. Yeah. But if destiny will that these 8 souls will go to their maker in the same day, nothing could change it. Sanya and Okampo Rimua, and your luck is all of them could have met in a car or in a boat, and all of them will go to their maker at the same time. Yankopono to the way I say. I didn't know
until say a scientific proof or otherwise.
Oh, scientific cannot prove Oyankopon.
Say Ebia, na ye can say. Nyame ne pe no ye na de ne bia na enye de bia na nyame ne pe bibia to de bia human error to de bia ye nkasa so ye negligent to de bia but precautions that we also follow uko wusa wuo na nyame na we no
kwan na ese anya amanfo se benya kwanhia free mu no bisu twem ho da akoba
to akwanhia ne ma yentia
fine I don't know the wakwaba ayadom ɛnu ntina hwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ adom no nam gidi no so agye nkwa ɛmfiri nnwuma Paul ne ka no ɔkra bi anyɛ den na wawa no ho adeɛ kyi na ɔda
obi break timi faili ɔfa nya accident but obi nso die faili ma ɔde kunku ni
break mpo faili
mpo so bibi asɛm wɔ nyinaa no kra Bible na ka Ecclesiastes aka
what's den
Ecclesiastes ɔse ɛnyɛ ahoɔdenfoɔ ne the
race does not belong to the swift.
Yes.
Nor the battle for the strong.
Fantastic.
But time and chance happen
to them all. Time and chance.
Me person me can say. Per me gidie ya me gidie ntim bibia so. E tim Yakopon asemo a ye ken. Let's deal with say okaso you differ. Per the New Testament setting on Yakopon asafo a wonam Kristo so edi si ho e wo twere mu no ni Yakopon ni mu asam waka to ho ya Christian will not be judged by the old law. We will be judged by the new law. And unti and a two system of worship and you're the same. Oko Bible no more. Under the Old Testament,
prophets now am charging do.
You were Old Testament and Judaism e wo ho. Jew for some and the moon say e wo ho. And na Christo so so e wo ho. And so Galatians 2 ebana Paul e kan se na mo akare no bra na me wom e Jew for some no mu. So the meta Oyankopon safo ye den man bro so na hwe se mesai wo. Transfer me the ejaro na 70 somebody echi. I think Galatians 1:13. And when Paul said all these things, or did to say, what be a body of Oyankopon. And now Paul can send me Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Verses 14. Ebano. Was say, me won shia ni won hu no wate no eno na tenam na wonim oni kwa wo hua fi no ho hoya na ne maame Eunice eya Israel ni bena ne papa eya mama mu ni ne nana ena tete Timothy ewo Jewfo esom no kwanso nti ebra obehia osomafo Paul na Paul de Kristosom ene Kristomu sorry agidi etete Paul Timothy na Timothy bagidi ye no obeye Kristoni no Paul de ne bata ne ho se ne hu nipa ena okogya no Ephesus so won hwa asafo no so ana asafo na ewo ho no na o ma obi biara ankyenkyekye foforo wasafo no mu ena otwe sa wo man ko tuma ne won mprenu so no ka kye ne se ni wo sua ne wo hu no wate no ena tenam sanse de ben ya wo nipa wo sua fi ne ho en de ben so wo fi mmofra se ehunu atwesem konkro no a ebetime mo hunu nyansa afọ Yesu Kristo gidie so akonkwa jim you get that 98.9 you get that so fi mmofra se o mmofra se ehunu atwesem konkro no a
tuma ho nyansa
ebetime mo hunu nyansa afọ Yesu Kristo gidie so akonkwa jim enye Juda fo mra no so ana mra no so die so na de konkwa jim na mom Kristo de banya gidie so na se akwala betime sua twere no ehu a how much mo wupani
ti asofo no
so for okuma oh so one man out of the no
baby
mama we see mama we say what enti so me wi me na me hwembo me huda say wo de wo your for the Bible be hunu me won hwe ya on ye de Yankopon asem be hunu but
you think say
ye ma nipa aba bibi mama we on
but you think say sa prophecy and the prophecy blackmailing politicians.
Oh, the blackmailing politicians. I said that can be more. Mama 5. I said that can.
I'm the blackmailing
politicians. Baby, the boss. I mean, Jemfi. O team me wana ha. One me come boss. Boss. Obi boss o you differ. From me mama be pamno. Omo ye differ. They'll begin to blackmail people. Now the danger. If government presumably allows this, they will start extorting money from the politicians. Yes, they are quacks. In fact, they are thieves.
Because obetime story that brother.
Na me catch you.
I akwankyere bi obeka se bi abaye ni nyina so beska.
Baby, the sounds for no minimum ade omo my family. Oh yeah, my sisters. Omo do omo ho pa wo ba.
Otan to omo ntem.
Otan me say enti afei me kofi a me hu se me nko me sister we ho anase me nko me sister we ho.
Why nipa bone?
Uko ha so why nipa bone? And to be prophet ya na onim oka
me o se wo hu nti
no ka say we kire we no akwa ka a kire different sister say
game
bibi ukon so yesi wani wi ne ama mienu pe na betuma ma yasesa no sa ye dada na sa say enti no uka Ibrahim na o say anka no eye papa anka fufuro amba.
And the law could even take the sins of man because also for penina or koshia anymore.
There's the Old Testament in there.
Oh, and yes and then but the power this some rather mouth. What you mean so?
Yes, you can say well, mama be 20 no be shame
man. Then you go to Luke chapter 24 verse 24.
The Bible quotation those.
Yes, give the basis.
And you know, somebody said about Jubilee House Lydia, and then go see Cathedral no Jubilee House Preko. And then go see Cathedral no Jubilee House Preko. You see, let's be serious as a nation. Wait and see what a White House.
No, it's
and I said Donald Trump prayed in the Oval Office. I saw for the Nisa Omosa Kogunu Subo Mpayema. Donald Trump is one of the guys who does not joke with men of God.
I know, Bibi. I don't have a problem. Say Omampini, say well.
Or consult pa.
I don't have a problem with that. But to make it an official position, say, you have a prophecy, na review. Hey,
make so nananuma propose we drapa say na mo pese mo kire say ye die hu na
bibi the way mo ka say yenfa prophecy mra no I'm telling you saka prophecy be do so esi school adan ye hia
na make catch on
no dey say ne that's all mo mgu aso na mo kra no anyway but so there is one leg of this matter ye ni hu komo ene
okay
ene ne kofa de we bae galamse ya ena mampani tina se no yenfa initiative bi mbra nanka yen suo my attention from galamse no na omo take advantage of say initiative we instead so be gala no omo be we enti ehua na montuo na de akwanhye bae To me, met me a casa galamsey and the idea winning by because sanka illegal mining never a problem. Emma NG and Samoa. Anka yen kasi ya kwa launch initiative bi ama president na kwa launch ama ontimi nkunti nkofo bi nkosi na name e kode sasem we by the issue of galamsey George we na ebe ma yani abri yi na se ne Ghana typically etie no this shall also pass and it will be business as usual. Dr. Tony Edu say President Mahama ankele galamsey will kill members of his government.
Ora Tony Edu na kan asasem no.
Pepe. Maybe ne dey
I think so waka ne ye. Na metie papa bi.
Yeah.
Metie ne wi na say, "Hey, papa wo ma adwene mu." O se ne enti a yentumi nkunti agalamsey. Ye ho an ye no. Ya ye ho an ye no galamsey no. Enti se me sorry, na se me si o na me kwako ku galamsey. Me ko ye me nu amaleba ni nkrofo na website.
We den tunu so sa.
Me den tunu nu amaleba so sa.
Amaleba so kwa na wan kwesa so abedibi.
Amaleba so kwa na bibi so di akire. Na bibi aka say, "Oh, okay, excavator no me ye free site." Excavator no ba out na san fetch na san kwakosi. Enti hwe ebre bi opem so aka asem bi. E wo galamsey issue a mo ko kumase. O se mo ambo mutu ade.
Munyina na mugu
dem we. Enti se nye galamsey a anka ne esi ye nsi o. Enti anya ye kra no. Yemfa ne esi so. Nyanka se debi ne esi de tan. Enti no wenku ade ye payastic bi pa. Ye begina sa owutantan so. Na se minua bibi na ye galamsey kra na me George be ba out say bibi wo ye galamsey ti jai amale bo ye galamsey ti jai
bibi anu ochina won ye soma wo se ko
ene sa amale ba say esani obuoni ni dia MPP fo wo ma mutaline no mko contest wo
Tabale Central
sa pepepe na ye pese MPP fo ni NDC fo nyina aka say ye nuanu ma mo ye galamsey no mo njai a ye be ba bontia be bomodin se sa asem no etumi si won galamsey no ebejai na me nam se ko na na guy bi edi mechi no si baby a ye be fa kura dwadifo yi na me sho mo worry dwadifo de ya to abe ebejo mo e ba be ye we be san ma omo san ko si anya sa political will na yentumi ntu anamon bia ade a onim se ekun na wonim ba bia ade ne fi na wo si ade no unya ho hwe ade no unya ho hwe
ekun so
ade no so ukun ene Minister of Defense Minister of Environment omo nyina cabinet ministers o na for how long ndi betena say na galamsey ntino ye ministers ewu sebi omani bu amai obetuma ba be president
oh yes
mutala betuma ba be president
na potential no
enti sa potential nyina obi sika opegu ni botomu ye nyina hwe misi bibi mi ade a mi so wo galamsey ho pa ye say ya hwe yi awon dakro bottle water ya ekura mi ya be ka say 100 Ghana cedis because you na say enti ene business a ebu mi pa wo galamsey site yensuo yensuo wase kropon ni sa nkrofo no uko station ha nsuo wo ka say kwakọ ye yie bi wo ye di nsuo ko ho sa enti asema owura Tony Edu kan no menini ya adwen say yankasa si epesi ye to ase a all the political party politicians nyina yenim ye hu yenim wo butu galamsey
now I don't know there, but do you get the sense and impression say I did where I hit your buying and I say I hated that nerve ebema buying say no I think say galamsey you me any break from the commentary or commentaries you have heard the body language from key government functionaries, wouldn't that indication say, this Galamsey thing, we need to be serious about it?
Na metie President Mahama speech. Bra obubo nkrofona ya shiro mo.
Yeah.
Odu omanibu amaso no. Waka asembo akobi. Osi oye close confidant.
Yeah.
Osi oye ni close. Baby, so be your close confidant da.
Oni ne kan suma sem.
Sa.
O secret.
Enti eno no enya de. Se anam sa de we so. Na obi a menene ka me secret etumi afi mu de a me gina sa asem we so e de akwenti Galamsey.
Amaleba.
Yes.
Galamsey.
So let me deal with it briefly before
Okay.
I come there. So Chris Okasem and buy man be sem random be shame day. People do quote it. I don't know where the references are coming from. See what he meant by that man be semra.
Happy FM.
Look, chapter 24, verse 44. Because of verse 24. Okay, when you read down, verse 44. No, see one say. Yeni men sama me name wo ho no. Me kame kyerɛ mo no. Sɛ etwa sɛ de watwerɛ Mose mmara ne adifoɔ no nwoma mu no nyinaa wɔ me ho no ɛba mu. Ɛno na bi wɔn adwene mu ma wɔte atwerɛsɛm no ase. Hwanya na somafoɔ no mo ɛkasa. Wɔn sɛ watwerɛ sɛ Kristo no bɛhu amane. Na da ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa no wɔsɔre afiri awufuo mu. Na wɔfa ne din so akɔka adwensakyɛ ne bɔnefakyɛ nsɛm amama nyinaa mu na wɔbɛhyɛ aseɛ afiri Jerusalem. Now, this will take us back to Isaiah chapter 2.
Program for you. Right.
This will take us back to Isaiah chapter 2. See, Bibi. Yentna nkrani mu tutu nkrani.
No question. Bankrani we ejine mu ache dodo.
See, Mr. President, forgive me to say this. I dare say, the President Mahama ne papa free me.
Yeah.
Ne mami ano dono pa etoye. Meka say anwoso papa no te say same way. You see, President Mahama, you see, people don't know this about him. He's a very strong character.
Yeah.
He hardly breaks down. He hardly breaks down.
But I did what you say were distraught past. I did with your hated past.
Okuta tough skin to absorb difficult situations. Yeah. He's one of them.
And he does that with some gentility.
Gentility, you see, as I'm not one a person put in chair, you wouldn't feel that papa way or bread.
And you saw Kasa.
And hardly will you even descend up from the throne. But Mahama, President Wafon. And I want to say this. Bibi, see, we must take the help of the president serious.
98.9.
But you President Kufuor.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Now, Julius Maada Bio, right? That the name.
Yeah.
Sierra president so on so by Dr. Bawumia Soyade. So far, minkan nipa do na so your from there. But omo handle man penino. You see, your money yata no rest.
Hey, at this time,
but
let's be real.
The president should, in fact, make us young psychologists no more handle and lifting up emotionally. Or say team no call. Is it flying commander and defense? Is it Anala? He is a squadron leader, right?
Squadron leader.
Anala. Call in chair. Call a bush if you know. This is Tapirine Kasai. Was it though? They are morning 1. President Mahama is morning 8. Mamene kasa wonyansen. So and she also spoke with strength. And in fact, I respected the woman for this weight taking the president down. I think that the president is going through a lot. Sabi we nipa enti message some mo ben no omo share the day and my omo share the day pa. Baby, Galamsey fight no. In fact, so be a ma wonchen kra wo se wa otibua etimi ebufo. Now he say madwumu ameye nti na kofa sa amane we aba. Omampine Kufuor Dubai, the same Galamsey fight Captain Mahama oko.
Yeah.
Such a promising young soul.
Hey.
Such a beautiful young officer. Me use a handsome. Beautiful young officer. A promising soul. I know what the master's cry at that time. Oh, you and check in a time also use school about another man called certificate. Leaving behind 2 beautiful sons. How old they are now, I can't tell. But these guys are grown without the father in their lives.
How sad.
The same guy I'm saying, Yahoo. Aside claiming 3 major officers in the Ghana Armed Forces. And yet only that, prominent 5 state officials. Abba to reserve this. All Galam say. All Galam say. No, we can't continue like this.
And through Galam say, you're two baby, any pahin.
Obuasiwa.
Be about 6 or.
Yeah, I think I've forgotten the number. Obuasiwa. I mean, Bonnie Bang. I believe that the issues about illegal mining, you see, you can't your man boom as one shall be say away. Small scale mining permissible by law of the land, and they but the illegal miners now, baby, only one so womoko. Mate said, yes, I discovered another community within the forest. I don't know which forest is that. Can you imagine this? You're saying, when the last tree dies, the last man dies.
Yeah.
But what if the last river dries? What happened to the last man? I don't know. I'm yet to hear that question. That answer. When the last river dries, what happened to the last man?
Oh, Miami Kurumu.
Adanse Gromisa. Badwa Echiwa. April 18. All of Canada. Nedru Sabrei. Yura major rainy season. Offending to me, Yiria Bese ha to Asalam down.
And no fear I touch it.
And no fear that I touch it.
Should be any.
Oh, and do rainy season now, dry season now could do a fin one now, right now, but for my fin to take a cry, I know to me firm. Now, don't sun shouldn't know if you say, fit off a fair.
And a tea crown for a milo crown.
And now, offing I dry up. Then so I dry up.
In I have from
Brim. I think one now Brim. And I think one now the
nature may be talking to us in a different way.
But we don't listen. We don't listen. Because the very forces of your people from which we draw our livelihood. Look, cause I'm here, I am a depa in my first year of law school, environmental law. And environmental law, we treated a topic called sustainable development. The concept of sustainable development, and they say, who meet the need of the current generation without compromising the need of the future generation as well.
And the essence is
yes,
it is a sustainable, using something sustainably. Bibi, consona what teach oh, maybe I'll ban a hammer be cut out. Now the boom. So they have Cofodia Doma Eco Studio. Hey, so now they are bought close to bang.
I'm all about to say, yeah, but trans as Yato won't near who say in Colao, I see a jack playing ground moment.
Yeah, go to a community. Yes. I had this over here playground.
And it's a baby now, and you 2 plots be on us on Yensia or one Uncolano. That baby very ready, no. You see, hey. Go
to Nkrobi to say Pukwase and then Amasama, Kohibi about 40 etonium. And I ask myself, Yankopon for Bow. Can't be a fellow below.
I say, Sida.
I fed here because oh, this for me, hey, me who said, can't you are crazy. Your recklessness, you're planning and you're back. Community be are supposed to get market. Supposed to get a playground and supposed to have a hospital. So,
investor.
And then, Sunday on your man, because what? Bibi, I dear Bessa, you have a bobo, and I'm a boy. You have a bobo cry, you have to me cow park. And you're promoting Nina a woman nipple in the chair. Bessa, your money now, you're tuna sauram. Now you no money for two from Bassa and you tons are
Bassa.
BBC, no, obiso me odi for, and I mean, who kind, who then I'll kind. Who then I'll kind. Oh, concern of pick a grapevine. A grapevine sources. So, Madame for them, and do over castle. If you're not be better, a couple of years, we say, a battle and this for the corporate general student kitable contest. You know, the Rasu won't be horrible, maybe a stand up with so can be that we are. And
we friend Ajana one professor.
When omuki kansa nsem huna di omu fell de ekopodi ba abefrem e na Peter kai no wo muki kansa nsem wonti oyankopon unse kere Japan starting an attack on the prophet unso no say kiso sum ne Ghana problem.
Oh, of course.
Okay, but is that true? No correctly so some papa and mom any problem that no correctly so someone yankopon kan wasam in the New Testament. And for problem but nipa da so your couple alpha Christian but you have to say oba you say this one
ye nyina ye say Christo for so yanso ne bokro no no
okay obi so Christo ni ahun so let me dika kan no me bowura hala me pass off out and buy me official as a business and say what shows
no bi so Christo ni ade na de be busa ade na de
fine ni gidie ne cheche kuta no na ba ma yehu
na se gidie na hye otiri mu anye
hwe ne cheche na kuta no
brabo a wo bo ne
say asem we bibi
na gidie ne
Christo so mu ye ntua title are you aware
fan komo ne nkofa ho
obedwane ana wo say obi ti close o Christo ni o
na fe ye
wo kan ko asem na no odwane fi ho
wani beti no na komo no kra ye kan anointing na fe akopia na akopia
anointing what is anointing
what anointing amale ba meda wase na mada eye Georgia fon so ase na me ne wo kasai sane ye de tu dwa no MPP for issue statement say Tamale Central by election e beba so na nya de on be kubi. And this is out of respect for Alhaji Mutala Muhammad who were crashing him. Say Omatria sign. Meaning say in the spirit of solidarity, the NDC will do same for the Akwetia by-election, especially when Nanu ya just last 2 weeks Enunkuyi candidate. MPP for Sukuyi candidate. I am not sure how that will work out.
By baby, mamimbo MPP for Abaso.
Okay.
Mamimbo
almost show sportsmanship.
Mamimbo mo Abaso. Omo ayade. But mimpese ebia yemsu ye jai temale amamono musumu nja akweti amaye. Ti se Ghana football.
Ade na kwa kwese.
What se Ghana football?
Ade na kwese. Tamale Central udi gari botoma.
Yes.
NDC be winning.
Yes. And the smart moving.
Akwetia.
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Tenye me twi hamao dia na ne
baby. And I make us say me pese be Ghana football dia be me ba home na.
The point is every part of Muniska. Eti omo team of Lazarus was converted to by elections. That one is a fact. But see Akwetia require German people omo na sit omo de be
I said, I can't.
Omo de be den.
I can't wait.
Omo de den.
They still.
Omo de ko stage workout.
Na say na omo de ade da.
No, omo de ko stage workout. So, ye persit de bu man you. Ye persit de bu man. Achichire man.
But Amaleba eso bo MPP for Abaso.
Persit e dey keep one.
Eso bo MPP Abaso. Omo ayade. Omo ayade because
o here na pamo.
Na enewie ya nso make when him say MPP for be nominations ama one more person more a contested flag bearer slot no obi anko picking a nomination form ewie na eye emebu na ewo party ni mu out of their own volition akọ pick forms ama eye Dr. Brian Champon na we know entansi party youth na nkasa be keka mo sase na wo mo ankasa akọ pick forms here the bro because we have a firm belief in your leadership skills and your ability to lead the party in Ghana. And no akoso ene ewie and group no pick forms ni wie no. Omo the koma the campaign manager for Dr. Brian Champon. Former MP for Tema West. The Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahenkra. They handed over the nomination forms to him. Now, a few things he said, and I quote, I said, this is not just about picking forms. It's about the future of the NPP and Ghana. When the youth take this initiative, it shows they believe in a leader who can unite our party, deliver on his promises, and secure victory in 2028. So this is by way of update, Bia. But bro, as year morning, you know, other things are happening within politics, and I sought to bring this to your attention.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na no kre eye baako pɛ.
Let them know say we did firebone. Menewa eradi. Menewa minyame. Menewa eradi adi atia bia o. Kumo minim se uguso shisha. Kumo enya dana ubechiche. Kumo na minim sa obi abenya ne dia kejagum manijingum kumo ejana so kumo ejana so kumo sayabana ejana so kumo ejana so Aradi adia tiebia kumo minim se uguso shisha kumo enya dana ubeche
amawenya wode
kumo na minim se obi abenya ne dia kenjagum manijingum kumo Ejana so kumo ejana so kumo sayabana ejana so kumo ejana so firebone rastaman matiasi krom kumo brabesha machia to so kumo mabasia mechato so kumo metadia ayato meso kejagum manijingum kumo ejana so kumo ejana so kumo sayabana ejana so
And this is how I draw the curtain on today's edition. His name is African Child. Kumo, anyway, Kumi rough.
Fire burning. Let them know so we did. Fire burning. Menewa eradi. Menewa minyame. Menewa eradi adi atia bia o. Kumo minim se uguso shish.
Akaka kana no nsiambo. Watch cheche. Kama kuma to yem order so cheche fitia no pa watche.
Na minim se
na mo nyame so bo. Wo de beba.
Kejagum manijingum.
Na me sorry so na me kanfo a live soap e de amawo. Wo pesemina papa e hwam epu ohura ye di dware. Eti wo nipadua ni e ma ho ye hwam. E ma the best of moods.
Ejana so
ehwam pa ye woni ehwam te se lemon ye woni ehwam te se coconut eye kube ye wo ba ku bi nso ehwam te se aloe vera e affordable semina na high quality na unim eye perfect for everyday use. Grab an Alive soap today from any shop near you and feel the difference. Alive soap, feel fresh, feel alive.
Kumo ejana so kumo
Mede besi hanama da wase meda jimai ma sen ma da Joyce ase
kumo
na ma da Hannah so ase Anna
jana so kumo
today
kumo jana
you wanted to go earlier
Rastaman Matiasi Krom kumo brabesha machishia to so kumo mabasia mechato so
Within the Bismark Brown, obey me from me BB. And thanks for the pleasure of your company. Tomorrow will be another day, God willing. We'll be here. Up next, happy Kasiabo. Don't see Andy. Good night and enjoy the rest of our show.